Good evening, gamers. Welcome to the Friday stream where we play Kerbal Space Program until my brain falls out. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's get it over with. We're going to the mud today. Oh wait, before we do that, before we get to the fun, let's do the game duel, which is could be good. Yesterday was great. Okay, this is Qbert. Easy. This is the sword is what's gonna do it here. I think like Xenoblade or something, but there's a lot of them. Let's just start with the first one. No. Oh wait. This looks like Shin Megami Tensei. It's not shit. Okay, it's some anime shit though. Oh god, this looks insufferable. What is this? It's an adventure RPG. Star Ocean. Nope. Okay. I don't recognize any of these characters. I mean, this guy in the back with the robot face looks kind of familiar. This person looks like a Christmas elf. And we have a guy with a lightsaber and then a guy with a sword. Let's see. There's like a bunch of robots. This seems like Japanese Star Wars almost. Let me just skip and see if we get any. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Chrono Cross? I don't. No, I don't know who these people are. Oh my. Oh wait, hold on. There's like a lady with elf ears. It's like an online. No. Phantasy Star Online. Yes! Got him, boys. I think when I said Star Ocean, I think I meant Phantasy Star. I was misremembering my games, but I got it. Struggling Bear thought it was Honkai Star Rail. I don't even know if Honkai Star Rail's on here. I guess we could look. Honkai. Oh, it is. Okay. And Impact 3rd. Cult Cosmo Aliens. Cosmo Kramer, Cosmo and Wanda from The Fairly Odd Parents, Cosmo the Super Dog, Cult Aliens, The Sims 2, Huddle Realism and Violent. Huddle? We have to huddle together for warmth. Outer Wilds? No, not Outer Wilds. I feel like I would know Outer Wilds immediately. Huddle makes me think it's that football game. that I always forget the name of. Bowl. No, it's Blood Bowl's not on here. Outer Worlds. Snorkeling Bear says Cosmos means space, so probably a space game. I mean, it's got aliens. I assume it's a space game, but let me just try destroy all humans quick. Okay, it's not that. Cinematic decision make. Oh, fuck me. Realism, cinematic, decision making, and story rich. It's making me think it's like one of those David Cage joints. Mighty Stoosh says, wow, notifications. You're not missing anything. We're just doing the game duel, Mighty Stoosh. That's why we do the game duel, so you don't miss too much. You're doing, I know maybe if you're here for the game duel, then I can't help you, I guess. You think it's Telltale? Telltale slop? Oh boy. Let me think here. Life is Strange? No. Team Banter, Element Guns, Galactic War. Element Gun. Is this fucking Borderlands? No. Oh, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. There you go. Duh. Let's take a look here. Oh, show guesses. There we go. So I didn't play the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I guess I didn't think about it. Music mixtape though kind of gives it away. You could pet the dog. Okay, whatever. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. We got it. We got them all today. No misses. Some took longer than others, but that's how it goes. Let's head over to the game, which is good stuff. How many Telltale games have Telltale? The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, Telltale Batman. Hex says, do not mock, you can pet the dog. It's an essential feature in any game featuring dogs. I actually got a little mad playing Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom, I guess both, because one of the quests required you to interact with a dog. I'm like, I don't want to do this, so I guess I don't get to have that. We're getting some dropped frames here. Let me see what's going on there. Is something downloading? Take a peek here. No, okay, it's been a while since we had a dropped frame. I'll just hope that, let me know if anything weird happens. There might be some shenanigans going on at Twitch. All right, let's load up the game. We're going back to the Mun. We're going to Olivia Munn, people. Olivia Munn. We love our Muns, people. Bring a Mun stone. Explore the Mun. Science data from space around the Mun. Plant flag on the Mun. Okay, so we currently have nothing going on. We got Siri, so I'm assuming, let me double check. Olivia Mann. No, Olivia Munn. Who's Olivia Mann? Is that a real person? So yeah, we got Siri, so we can go ahead and delete Siri's shipwreck. Get it off of my screen. We have no flags yet. There's a mission to put a satellite. Let's check out what that one requires. Maybe that would be a fun one. Attach a new part to a satellite in orbit of Kerbin. I really hate doing these because the building, the in-space building is so terrible. All right, I think we're just gonna send two. We're gonna build a craft that can land on the Mun. Hex says I need to read the classics, the TF2 comics classics. Are those fan made or are those real? Locked or invalid parts? What are you talking about? Fuck are you talking about, game? I'm missing an engine? Micro engine. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, because I was wait a minute. Fuck. don't know. Is everything all right, game? Are you feeling okay? I guess we had the ant one. What is this? An engine for ants? Yes, yes it is. Okay, let's get back. Are you pizza? Are you French fry? Are you grandma? So the Excelsior 2 is going to be our baseline for this. So we're going to create the Inquisitor 1. This is designed to land on things. So let's go ahead and see what our smallest, that is our smallest engine currently. So I guess that's as small as it gets. In which case, let's make sure that this has enough delta V in it to get us off the dang mun. The Olivia mun. It has 2,000 meters per second. Let me check the delta V thing here. KSP delta V. Man, I should just have this on my computer at this point. I probably do. Okay. I just want the image. Thank you. So it's to land on the mun is 580 after circularizing. So 580 to land, 580 to take off, and then 310 to get back. So that's what, about 600 plus 300. That's like 1,500 we need to land and take off. Mighty Stu says, I just ate spaghetti and turkey meatballs. How about us? Emmy made mummy pizza. Did she post it in the Discord yet? She took a picture. She's gonna post it in the Discord for everybody to see. So be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be great. We do have landing struts. Give me the struts, people. Landing struts, people. Uh-oh. The landing struts are a little lackluster here. We may need to rethink my design a bit. Okay, save, exit. We need 90 for the ant, huh? And the spark. Ooh. All right, that's all right. That's all right. You know what? We don't even need to do this yet. We just need to let's forget the Inquisitor for now. We're gonna load up the Excelsior 2 and work from there. This thing has one job, and it is to get us into to the mun. Basically, it's to get us to the mun and get us into orbit of the mun. And I don't know why I'm changing it, actually. It was fine. It got us to the mun last time with plenty of delta V to spare. We're just gonna launch 2 of those. Mighty Stoosh says he's watching the new Linkin Park. I heard that the new lead singer was canceled for being a Scientologist. That's all that I know. I didn't really listen to Linkin Park growing up. My friend did. He was more into music. I've never really been into music, guys. I'm gonna be honest. So I can't speak one way or the other on it. Snorkeling Bear says to make a mun station. As soon as I have the parts, I will. I have to unlock them, and it's very expensive. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to go to the mun. Do I even have solar panels? I don't even have solar panels yet. So this is gonna be pure. You got one take to do this. So we're gonna send Jebediah and we're gonna send Siri in a separate craft, and they're going to do a docking, or not docking because we don't have docking ports, but they're going to do a rendezvous around the mun. So we're going to launch one, set it on its course, and then we're going to launch the other, set it on its course, and then we're going to, in rapid succession, just link them up a little bit. So here we go. We got Jeb, right? Everything looks good. No weird issues. Take off, split, take off, Let's take off split. Okay, looks good. Let's do it. Hey, Missy's here. Hello, Missy. Are you a big Kerbal Space Program fan? Oh, it's a little wobbly on top. That's slightly concerning, but I think we'll have to just live with it. You know how these things are. They're a little wobbly when they're up there. It's a very tall rocket. Not my favorite style, but here we go. So Jeb, I just need you to hold it. Hold it. You guys remember Revenge of the Nerds? I know that movie. Stream's lagging. Yeah, I think there's some stuff going on with Twitch. We're just gonna hold. It's gonna be fine. It should clear up eventually, or maybe it won't, and we'll have to end the stream early. Either way, I'll be here. I was getting, like I said, some warnings about low or frame drops or whatever, but I don't think that's on my side. I think that's on Twitch's side. I have no way to check that. Hold. All right, Jeb is holding very nicely right now. He's doing a great job. You're doing great, buddy. Just keep it up. We're gonna start turning. There go the solid boosters, and we're gonna start turning more. A lot, actually. We're gonna start turning a lot more than we were. Just keep on keeping on. I forgot to lighten up the screen. Oh no. Oh well, you guys will just have to deal with it. Mighty Stitch wants to know if I've seen Meatballs. I have not seen Meatballs, no. Is it good? I'm looking for more comedy movies. Since I watched that trailer for Meet the Deedles, I'm gonna watch that this weekend. And then I need more comedy movies that are like that, if possible. Should probably give it a little more juice here. We're not going very fast yet. Maybe, you know, just a little bit of speed would do us good. So we're not, yeah. A little more. Okay. Meatballs is a classic comedy. Don't say it's a classic comedy. Classic comedy means it's not funny. Emmy calls Breakfast at Tiffany's a classic comedy, which means it's not funny. All right, we're having some minor issues here. It looks like I'm gonna have to. Yeah, okay. I'm a little rusty since last week when I played. We're gonna have to fix this a bit, I guess. I don't know. Jeb, come on, buddy. I said hold. He's not even holding. He's not even trying to hold. You're doing a terrible job. Why are you not holding? What is so hard about this? Oh, okay, I guess, yeah, that would make sense. My bad. Oh, this is not a, uh-oh. Okay, this could be slightly bad, actually. Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's much better. Okay, you're doing great, buddy. He's doing all right, guys. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. We're gonna get out of this lower atmosphere soup and get into orbit here. It's looking a little hot. I realize that. There we go. We should be fine. We'll be out of the atmosphere in what I can only hope is soon. Yeah, it's good. It's all good. Yeah. Just like I said, just a little rusty here, but we'll be fine. Have I seen the bullshittery NASA is doing? What bullshittery is NASA doing? I have not, obviously. Or I'd know what you're talking about. I don't really follow like actual space news because it's always so disappointing. Guys, we're going back to the moon in 25 years. Mighty Stu says the 1984 comedy film Meatballs Part 2 has been described as having some sexual comedy, vulgar words, and an alien subplot. Some say the movie is full of familiar situations, tired jokes, and awkward acting. Okay. Is that from ChatGPT? What the heck? Did someone say alien sex? No, unfortunately, nobody said that. All right, where are we at? We're at 62,000 meters and climbing. Mighty Stu says species might satisfy your lust for alien sex. And perhaps it will. I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't watch a lot of movies, guys. And when I do, they have to be really good. Mighty Stu says, I think so. It's Google AI. Oh, is that the stupid Gemini thing? They're trying to push on everybody instead of actually giving search results. Snorkeling Bear says the SLS is overly expensive. Just the launch tower is $2 billion. I mean, it's space stuff. It's going to be expensive. Can they reuse the launch tower? Snorkeling Bear wants to know what species. It's a movie. It's called Species. It's from the 90s. An alien comes to Earth and it's like a shape-shifting alien, kind of like The Thing. You can probably find a clip of it on YouTube or something. All right, so we are approaching our apoapsis. Hopefully when we launch Siri up here, she does a slightly better job. Jeb's a little rusty, as you can tell. Speaking of species, guys, I want to talk about Godzilla 98 again. Because I don't know, I watched a video about it and now I kind of I feel like I need to talk about it. The SLS is even more powerful than the Saturn V, overly powerful. That's good. We're not going to go to Mars with a Saturn V. If my tax dollars are paying, I want the most powerful engine you can get. I want the V12 of spaceship engines. No, even better. V16. That's not a real engine type, I don't think. Maybe you could make one. Mighty's just wants to know if Emmy's watched the movie Teeth. I'm gonna say no. Although she has been watching a lot of terrible, terrible movies. Some because of me, but mostly because of herself. I'll let her answer for herself though. She's right here. She's typing right now. We are almost circularized, everybody. Almost circularized. That's right. The Saturn V was supposed to have a mission to Venus before they realized Venus fucking sucks. Venus does not suck. The surface of Venus sucks. But there is a point up in the atmosphere where the pressure and temperature is basically Earth-like. So if we just build some sweet airships, we could be living on Venus in the next 100 years and it'll be cool. You won't even need like a spacesuit. You just need an oxygen mask and maybe some goggles. And you'll be good to go. You're just walking around on your airship habitat, marveling at the clouds of sulfur dioxide and whatever else. Mighty Stoosh wants to know if I want to hear the twist about the movie Teeth, which is about vagina dentata. What a wonderful phrase. All right, let's hear the twist, Mighty Stoosh. Let's hear about it. Bruce Willis was the guy in the hairpiece the whole time. Or the guy in the hairpiece was Bruce Willis the whole time. At 860, and there we go. Focus. Just our maneuver node. There we go. Yeah, looks good. That'll put us on a pretty decent orbit. I think we can always adjust it as needed once we're there. So, Jeb, are you ready to go? Uh-huh. Mighty Stoosh says her brother only likes to give girls anal sex. I don't... That... Is this... Mighty Stoosh, have you been taken over by a chat GPT tonight? That's not how normal people talks. I mean, now I'm talking weird. Her stepbrother. Why is her stepbrother involved? What the hell's what kind of movie is this? Sounds like the plot of an anime. It's not like we're blood related or anything. All right, we are approaching the maneuver node. Hold on to your butts, guys. We're going to be maneuvering very shortly. All right, Jeb, get ready. Go watch the... I'm not going to watch... I don't want to watch the movie. That sounds awful. That sounds like one of those terrible Italian movies where they like name it Alien 3 to cash in on the popularity of Aliens. But they just rely on lax yeah, hentai ass plot. There you go. That's exactly what it sounds like. Is he also a tentacle monster? All right, let's see. You guys ready? You guys ready for this? We're about to launch. Like, this is pretty much the same as our last launch. We're gonna launch at 15, and then we're gonna cut it off when it gets to the end here, and then the last little bit is gonna take us the rest of the way. All right, here we go. Next stop, the Mun. It's not really a stop, I guess. I mean, you could look at it that way. Sort of a stop. Oh, okay, that's probably close enough. We don't need to be that close, but whatever. All right, Jeb, you good? You good, buddy? Everything looks solid. You got a full tank of gas. Well, not full, but you know, full enough. It'll get the job done. All right, we're gonna head back to the Space Center then and get Siri up here. Mighty Stoosh says Emmy needs to watch Center Man. Is that what is it just called Center Man? And then he says Della Morte Della More, from death to love or something. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and launch Siri here, and we're gonna do a slightly better launch, I think. We're also going to auto strut to the grandparent part across these various little decoupling things here, because that seems to be what's causing the wobble. Oh, Cemetery Man. Oh, wow, that's way different. That's a completely different movie. I'm like, what the fuck is Center Man? Ah, yes, the man in the center of it all. Ice King says, oh good, a slightly better launch is always a good time. That's right. I will take a slightly better launch over a wobbly one, which it's still gonna wobble. I don't know. There's no way to fix that other than completely redesigning the craft at this point, so be it. Let's get everything open. Siri, you ready? Okay, here we go. Try not to crash. I know I'm asking a lot here in these Kerbals. Maybe we should up the thrust to weight a little bit. Maybe that's part of the problem. Yeah, we're at like, ooh, yeah, it's not great. We should maybe increase the thrust on the solid boosters. Snorkeling Bear says to strut the command pod to the boosters. Like I guess, yeah, I could do like a really long one from down here to up here. That might fix it. Instead of the one I have now, that's just a little short one. I just don't want to add too much weight, you know? Da, 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 yeah, da, da. Ice King says just add mods. We don't do that here, Ice King. We don't add mods to anything. Somebody on YouTube was asking for a mod to like change the UI size for people watching on phones. But you know, I think that would, despite the fact that it doesn't affect gameplay, it harms the legitimacy of the modless gameplay. So I'm not going to do that. Sorry, people watching on your phones. Just listen to the sound of my voice and enjoy what little you can make out on your tiny, tiny screen. Oh, whoops. Goofed that up a little bit. Yeah, thrust away is not great. I didn't change anything, did I? Oh, didn't I change this? I thought this was smaller before. Oops, maybe that's what the problem is. It does give me extra fuel though, which is nice. Oh, we need to go now. What am I doing? Tilt, 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 tilt. It's a little late for this. I was not watching my Apple apps. There's just too many things I got to keep track of during launches. That's why NASA has that whole room of people just watching one screen. You got one guy in charge of each individual number. Okay. So we have now tilted. So we should be good to go. Hopefully. Once our second stage kicks in, we should be just fine. We can probably go pro grade for a bit, just to increase our Apo apps just a little more. All right, here we go. Oh, I guess no, we still have plenty of fuel for some reason. Didn't even notice. Oops. Started a little early there. That was, ooh, that could have been real bad. A little too early on the space bar there. We're gonna lower the throttle a bit here. You have to balance multiple things, Snorkeling Bear says. Yeah, I know. That's why one of the reasons this game is not that fun for me. It's all, I mean, it's not fun, but it's definitely compared to, I mean, the game is old at this point. Like, it is showing its age. I was hoping KSP2 would maybe, you know, take some of the pressure off. We know how that turned out as far as, you know, gameplay goes. Or maybe make the important things a little more front and center. Or stock autopilot. Wouldn't that be cool? Ice King says I play plenty of not fun games. Name 7. Name 7 not fun games that I play, Ice King. I want to know. I want names. Okay, we're gonna pull back a bit here because I'm realizing we're not quite out of the atmosphere yet, and the rocket's starting to get a little hot. Okay, that'll just have to do, I guess. Ice King says GeoGuessr. I haven't played GeoGuessr in like a year, Ice King, and GeoGuessr is fun. I like GeoGuessr. The weird ones you don't know the names. Mighty Stu says I wouldn't be good at GeoGuessr because I never leave my house. That's the beauty of GeoGuessr. You don't have to leave your house. You just have to look at Google Earth. Snorkeling Bear made a mod pack that emulates KSP2 really well. Yeah, but the engine of KSP1 is that's the problem. The whole point of KSP2, and for me, would have been a brand new engine built from the ground up to support a space exploration simulation game. KSP2 is built on Unity, and it runs into a lot of issues that have to be patched over. Plus, that would require mods, and I have no interest in mods most of the time. Unless there's a mod that fixes the game, like an unofficial bug patch or whatever. I played Jet Force Gemini. Jet Force Gemini was, yeah, well, that was more of a S&M type situation. There are those mods. There are mods that fix the bugs in KSP. Oh. Heap adder? What? Heap adder. I think that must be the name of a mod or a person that makes mods. Or Ice King said something. RSS fixes every bug. That's no. I know what RSS does, and it does not fix bugs. It just makes the solar system real sized, which is not what I'm interested in. Heap adder is a mod from Linux Guru Gamer. That fixes mods, or that fixes, not fixes, you can't fix mods, that's impossible. It fixes KSP. That's interesting. I like when they have names like KSP unofficial patch mod version 2.1, because then it sounds kind of official. Like KSP community fixes mod, fixes bugs, changes nothing else. It organizes how some of the folders interact. Is that a problem that comes up very often? The folders interact in the wrong way. Oh, we kind of bungled that launch. What the heck? We were better off burning up with Jeb than we were on this launch. It was ridiculous. I guess part of it was because I decoupled a little bit early, so we're down a little bit of Delta V. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Do we like the sun on the front like a halo, or on the back like it's like the engine's running? They're both kind of cool. Like we're going into the future. Ice King says when you have a massive amount of parts in the save, it really helps. Mighty Sushwan says I should do a slingshot maneuver. Okay, we're gonna do a slingshot maneuver, guys. Get ready. We're gonna slingshot around Jewel to what was the plot of the movie? Was they had to get methane from Titan back to Earth to stop climate change or something? What's that called in Star Trek? Is it called something in Star Trek? I feel like they just say slingshot maneuver. Okay, which that is from one of that's from one of the episodes where they go back in time. They do a slingshot maneuver around the sun at warp speed to travel back in time. That's also from season 2 of Picard, I think. Ice King says they just don't slingshot, they orbit super fast, then slingshot. Look, I don't know, I haven't ever watched Star Trek, okay? I only know what I get from YouTube videos where they talk about Star Trek. I trust those people because they watch Star Trek. I don't watch Star Trek. I don't know what happens. I thought it was supposed to be a show about a hopeful future where humanity has set their differences aside and they go throughout the universe or the galaxy educating other aliens on how to put their differences aside. But I guess it just turns out it's a show where people punch each other and also there are explosions and everybody swears at each other. It's about racist aliens. The most racist aliens of all, humans. Hex says they gloss over the good stuff because it doesn't make for good stories. Well, that's the point. They like, Earth has solved all of its problems. Let's see what happens in the rest of the galaxy. Like humanity is exploring the stars. That's where the interesting stories come from. You don't have to show Earth because Earth is a utopia. But then in Picard, they show Earth and Earth is a shithole. And everybody lives in horrible trailer parks. Earth is boring. That's fine. I want Earth to be boring. My life would be 100 times easier if everything was boring. Because that's where you get to have fun playing video games or reading books or watching TV. Mighty Stu says, wait, Earth sucks in Picard? Yeah, it does. Watch, well, okay, don't watch the show. Watch a review of it or something. That's about all you need. Everybody's fucking miserable in that show. You thought he retired to on a vineyard? X says, I don't remember it sucking. All right, I don't know. Maybe, did you watch? I guess you must have watched Picard then, Hex. Doesn't one of his friends or whoever, the person he hires to have the starship, doesn't she live in like a trailer park? And she's pissed off because now she's poor in a society that doesn't have a currency? You watch season 1. And there's like assassin Romulans going around murdering everybody. And yeah, Picard, I don't know what happens. I know in All Good Things, he retired and was on a vineyard. But then in season 1 of Picard, I guess he's not. He is on the vineyard still, but he's miserable. She sounds like a paranoid survivalist. Yeah, the Borg comes back in season 2, I think? Season 2 or I think season 2. And then season 3, they have to do something. Also, Picard gets turned into a robot. They put his brain inside of an android, so now he's robot Picard. Yeah, the Borg Queen is just there as like fan service, I think, in season 2. And they show, oh, who was the one kid from Voyager that was a Borg? Like the older one, I don't remember his name. Icheb. They show Icheb only to show him like being murdered. He just shows up for one scene. And 7 of 9 has to shoot him. Because that's what people want when they watch a Star Trek show. They want to watch people getting their heads cut off and like turned into like piles of burnt ash from their phasers. 7 of 9. Yeah, 7 of 9. The surrogate mother of Icheb has to shoot him due to a botched Borg implant removal operation. Okay, why am I explaining this? Just go watch the show. It'll take you 20 minutes. I can't believe I'm explaining Star Trek to a bunch of Star Trek fans. This is embarrassing. You have Paramount Plus, then you have no excuse. Well, you kind of have an excuse, I guess, if you don't want to watch it. I can't fix that. All right, let's put in our slingshot maneuver here so we can get to the mun. Let's see here. Da-da-da. Yeah, looks good. Mighty Stu says, I heard it gets good in season 3. It gets fan servicey in season 3. So I guess depending on what you're looking for, you might prefer season 3. But it's gonna lack all the context from the first 2 seasons. Like, who are these people? Why is Wesley Crusher back? He's a traveler now. Data's still alive somehow. Mighty Stu. Yeah, that's like saying TNG gets good in season 2, so you can skip season 1. You can't skip season 1 of TNG. You're gonna miss so much context for the rest of the season. Yeah, Wesley's in season 3, I think. I'm having more fun talking about Picard than I am playing KSP. This is insanity. Oh, what a world. What am I doing with my life? Is our maneuver okay, it is coming up. I was looking at the wrong number. It is in fact coming up. It's right here. All right, Hex has watched season 1. Hex, did you like season 1? Did you enjoy it? Midas Juice says that season 1 of TNG sucks, but has a good episode. Does it suck, or is it just finding its footing? Because there's a lot of shows like that. I've heard that about Parks and Rec, but I'm not interested enough in the later seasons of Parks and Rec to want to watch that much Parks and Rec. I just watch the highlights. Hey, Cabinger Sandwich, how's it going? Welcome to the Friday stream. Oh, here we go. We got to do our decoupling maneuver there. That's not really a maneuver. It's more of a mechanical thing. There we go. Get that loaded in. Doing good. Now let me ask you this, Hex. So I assume you've watched TNG and possibly the Star Trek Next Gen movies. Do you feel like it's a good, like, in that context of the Star Trek oeuvre, do you feel like Picard like had a good storyline? Him getting turned into a robot and all that. There's like 800 episodes. Yeah, I'm just talking about Next Gen specifically. Get started. Watch all those episodes. You gotta watch the original series and the Next Gen, and then Deep Space Nine and Voyager and Discovery and Enterprise and Strange New Worlds and Prodigy and Star Trek. What is it? What is the new one? It's like Academy or something. They're making a Section 31 show. Vulcan Rider was here. He'd be able to tell you what's going on. He'd just tell you to watch the fan-made one because new Star Trek is woke or something. Okay, so it looks like everything's on track. So we are going to head back to the Space Center. Hamburger Sandwich says, he was about to say, asking someone to watch One Piece from the start is a similar Herculean task. Can you even watch it in English, or do you have to watch it dubbed? Because like there's like some terrible English version. It was censored, and then it made no sense, and then they only did one season. We got it. Let's do a quick little test here of the Terrier engine. I test that. Splashed down or landed or whatever. LV909 Terrier lit fuel engine at the launch site. Okay, we can do that. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Get our friend Bill in the command pod here. Should have no fuel, right? Yeah, we're good. Netflix is slowly releasing better dubbed. I meant mostly. Oh, okay. It's mostly subbed, but they're releasing better dubs. That's cool. Way to go, Netflix. Good on them. I gotta get Netflix for a month to watch a couple of things that I've been holding off on. What's the other really long running one? Bleach? Bleach has been going forever. Like what? That 90s show mostly, because I'm a weirdo who likes that kind of stuff. All right, everything looks good. We could rescue Matos if we really wanted to, but I don't really want to right now. I feel like we're good on astronauts at the moment. Mighty Stu says, I've never seen Bleach. Do you watch a lot of anime? Because I feel like if you don't, you're probably not gonna care about so that's good. We'll just get rid of you. I've never watched Bleach either. Wait, Mighty Stoosh, you watch anime? What do you watch? What do you watch, Mighty Stoosh? I want to know. You watch the one where he gets turned into a slime? I don't know why I'm calling it that. It's literally called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. What about Reborn as a Vending Machine, Now I Wander the Dungeon? What about, well, I guess this is an older one. In Another World with My Smartphone. Mighty Stoosh has seen reincarnated. Okay. Oh, good. Everybody loves isekai stories, right? Like Alice in Wonderland. Delicious in Dungeon. Spy X Family. Captain Krasanowicz watched Dr. Stone last year. I heard that was good. He's like rebooting Civilization or something. It's kind of a fun. It's kind of like Vintage Story almost. You're starting out banging rocks together. Next thing you know, you're forging steel in a blast furnace. Mighty Stoosh is reading the Delicious in Dungeon manga. Holy cow! I didn't know Mighty Stoosh was a weeb. This is new information to me. We're learning so much deep Mighty Stoosh lore. One Punch Man got me back into anime. Did you see season 2? I heard season 2 wasn't as good as season 1. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a unbeatable hero, right? It's like the Superman problem. Of course, I've always said, you want to make a Superman story, have him punching like KKK members and stuff. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and get our Mun encounter, and then we have 1 hour and 18 minutes. We'll round it down to 1:15, and we'll check on it, our other one here. That's just 12 episodes of Saitama punching Nazis with no context. You don't need context. It'd be great. Rilip is here. Rilip says, I looked into it and the Mun is an Oreo. Oreo. How's it going, Rilip? How was dinner with your family? Rilip does it Fast and Furious style. We have to do, there's a couple of things we have to do with the Mun actually. The main one is we have to do rendezvous 2 vessels. Get science data from space around the Mun. In fact, actually we need space from space around Kerbin. We can grab that now. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and grab that now while we're here. We don't trust the alarm clock, do we, chat? We do not trust the alarm clock ever. All right, so 1 hour, 15 minutes, we'll say. And we will see when our encounter is here. Rilip had enchilada soup. What the fuck? What is enchilada soup? That sounds awful. Why not just have enchiladas? Take a perfectly good food and turn it into a soup. X says they should make a season around Moomin Rider, the real hero of One Punch Man. Is he the, he's like his little sidekick guy, or is it a different guy? It's like making a season of Superman around Jimmy Olsen. Moomin Rider's the guy with the bicycle. But he's unrelated. Okay, I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about One Punch Man other than that he's bald like me. Which is cool, but I don't have superpowers, sadly. I want to say I watched the first episode of One Punch Man. And I was like, okay, this is cool, but I don't really want to have to read subtitles because I'm watching on another screen while I play KSP. What does Moomin mean? I understand rider, that makes sense. Hex is gonna redeem the 100k for One Punch. Is there a One Punch Man game? Or am I just watching the anime on my own time? Hey, I mean, it's your 100k, you want to spend it, I guess I'll allow it. Rilip says the One Punch Man game is actually pretty good. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, but it's on PlayStation only. Okay, never mind. Could read the manga or watch the anime. Oh boy. Look, if I can make Emmy watch the terrible 80s Dracula Marvel anime, I guess you can make me read or watch a good anime. There was a Dragon Ball Z game that came out like a year ago, or maybe 2 years at this point. It was basically Dead by Daylight, except one character is a villain, or one player is a villain, and then the rest are trying to escape. Sort of Dead by Daylight, asymmetric multiplayer. Called Dragon Ball The Breakers. Did anybody play that? Does anybody know about this? It looked kind of cool, but it had like middling reviews, so I didn't really go much further than that. Rilip, never heard of that. Well, see, the marketing must have been terrible. Or you're just not the target audience, one of the two. Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, oh, this looks cool. I love asymmetric multiplayer. And then I remembered I actually don't like asymmetric multiplayer as much as I think that I do. And I think, like, on the whole, most people don't play asymmetric multiplayer games, or Evolve would still be around. There's only one really successful asymmetric multiplayer game, and that's Dead by Daylight. Yeah, we're gonna have to really fix our orbits here, huh? Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and circularize. Let's say we do it at 30 kilometers. That'll just make it easy. So there's an asymmetric game that I really like. You guys have heard me talk about it. And it's a little card game called Netrunner. One player plays as a hacker, the other person plays as a corporation. And it's wonderful. It is asymmetric, but it's one-on-one. So, you know, the balance is just, I don't know, it's a little bit easier maybe. Rilip says Phasmophobia could be really fun as an asymmetric game, which I agree with. I think it would be cool to have one player be the ghost and sort of control what the ghost can do. And maybe you're given some kind of resource. The only problem with that I can see is that there's a lot of behavior that is programmed in for the ghost that if a player was doing it could, I don't know, it wouldn't quite work out the way that we would want it to, right? Has any one versus minigame ever been successful? Dead by Daylight, I just said that. A lot of people like Devolve, but again, it's the type of game that requires like a lot of investment from both the company and from the players to sustain. Because it has to be server based basically. I guess it doesn't have to be, there's no reason. Yeah, I don't know, why can't there just be like a really good game that like some random guy could host on his computer? Be like, hey, I'm hosting a game of this, join if you want. Wasn't Left 4 Dead kind of like that too? Like one player could control the zombies, or you came back as a zombie. How did it work? I never played Left 4 Dead, or I played it like a handful of times. Dinos versus Caveman mode in Conker's Bad Fur Day. What the fuck is... What? I've never played Conker's Bad Fur Day. I did not know that it had a built-in thing. Hex says you respawn at the nearest convenient place in Left 4 Dead. Okay, but how do you play as a zombie in Left 4 Dead? I thought there was a Left 4 Dead mode or something where a human player could control zombies. Versus mode. Left 4 Dead 2 had a good mode where you... Okay, Left 4 Dead 2. There you go. You know, guys, while we're on the topic of multiplayer games, you guys know that we run the Saturday game afternoon experience, right? Like, you guys can just join in for that, and anybody can suggest different games for us to play. If you guys want to try some of these games out, you're welcome to just show up and do that. And tomorrow is Saturday, yeah. So Mighty Stooch, if you can get away from your family for a couple hours, we're gonna be there. I don't know what we're gonna be playing yet, but we will certainly take you into consideration. Got to get in early though, because that's when we decide what we're gonna play. All right, so we have this vessel on its way. Philip says, I'll be asleep in the morning, but I might be on later. Well, we don't play in the morning. We don't play until 1. So that's like 2 your time, right? So assuming you're not sleeping in till 2 in the afternoon, I think you'll be all right. All right, we're going to circularize a little more. A little more, a little more. Mighty Sush has to wake up early too. Well, what is early for you guys? Because I wake up at like 6:30 on Saturday. Which is crazy, because you ask Emmy, she'll tell you I roll out of bed at 7 o'clock on a work day, but Saturday, you better believe I'm up at like 6 in the morning ready to run downstairs and eat cereal and play video games. Really shows you where my priorities lie. Put on some cartoons, come down in my little footy pajamas. It's great. All right, looks good. Let's switch over to Series Craft. I'm a child with a fake beard. I wish this. Well, okay, I don't mind the beard. I mostly just have a beard because I hate shaving. Like, if it was as easy as, I don't know, they like laser off all the hair on my body, I would be fine with that. And I trim it as little as I have to. I guess I trim it. I don't know. I grew it out really big when I was going to school after I got out of the army, just because I didn't want to have to deal with it. It didn't look very good though. I was not happy with how it looked. So I did eventually just trim it way down. Mighty Stu says recent cartoons? No. And as for cereal, I don't know. I think we have some... we have Frosted Mini Wheats right now, I think, is the most sugary of the cereals. And cartoons would be probably SpongeBob or something. Something I would watch as a kid, not anything recent. I don't know what even is out now. Bluey? I like Frosted Mini Wheats because it's kind of like you're eating something healthy, but really it's just a sugary cereal. Yes, lol at Bluey. Look, I heard Bluey's good. Kids and adults can enjoy it. Isn't that nice? How wonderful for them. But we can all enjoy Bluey together. All right, so the next thing we need to do is establish the proper thing here. Mighty Stoosh gets the kids Cocoa Krispies. Ooh, I like Cocoa Krispies. I should not be eating chocolatey cereal though. Emmy got this Guardians of the Galaxy cereal that was basically Cocoa Puffs with marshmallows in it. And I was like, you cannot get this cereal. I am going to die if I eat this. So, yeah, that's where we're at now. You cannot buy Guardians of the Galaxy cereal. My just doesn't like marshmallows in his cereal. I mean, I barely even register what the cereal is as I'm shoveling it into my trash hole, so really, as long as it's not too crunchy or too soggy, I'm fine with it. If they could find a way to invent a healthy cereal, you better believe I would be right there. Just absolutely piling it into my mouth. Oh, it has to taste good too. Obviously, I know they have like healthy cereals. Chex is okay. Yeah, Chex also tastes like garbage. If I want to eat cardboard, I'll go grab a box from the garage and save myself the trouble. I don't know why they can't just invent something that tastes good and is also good for you. Why is this so difficult? Mighty's just says Raisin Bran has sugar covering the raisins. Yeah, well, I mean, raisins are sugar. Let's not beat around the bush here. There is sugar in fruit, guys. You're not getting around that. But okay, that should be good. We're about 90 degrees here. We have no way of knowing exactly what our angle is, unfortunately. I don't, or no, maybe we do actually. Okay, well, I'll take a 0.3. That's fine. Now we just have to adjust Jeb's ship. Let me actually, can I change the name from here? I have to do it here. I know I can do it somewhere. How do I do it, guys? How do I change the name? Oh, here, I know where. Rename vessel. This is series ship. So you can just keep track of who's where as I'm doing this. I remember when I was a kid, I would put extra sugar on my cereal that was already sugar. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, that sounds awful. Why would I do that? But then I eat cereal and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. Jeb's ship. All right, so we just have to set as target. And then once we get here, we can go anti-normal and we will normalize our orbits, and then we can start the rendezvous process. It'll be easy. Very, very easy. We have plenty of delta V to work with. As long as we're above, I'd say about 500, I'm comfortable with. Philip says he never added sugar, but he did have Frosted Flakes with chocolate milk. It was terrible. That doesn't sound too bad, actually. But I don't really like chocolate milk you get from the store, like the pre-made stuff. It never tasted as good as the actual chocolate milk, or like the homemade, put chocolate syrup in the milk and stir it until it's brown. They got some kind of weird genetically modified cow cranking out chocolate milk over there at the factory. It's weird. Chocolate syrup, not powder. Yeah, chocolate syrup I used to use, not powder. We didn't have chocolate powder. I mean, I guess if you wanted to make hot cocoa, you could do that. All right, let's go. Mighty Stu says I still have teeth. My teeth are great. My teeth are better than Emmy's teeth. It's a big benefit of having great dental care growing up, and eventually not ever drinking soda. I just drink water now. And of course, here in most places in the US, the water is fluoridated, so it's even better for you. So this is tap water right here. Straight from the tap into my mouth. Well, first it goes into the bottle, I guess. Dental plan. Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. Great episode. Dental plan. Yeah, because my dad was in the army, of course. We've talked about this a few times. So I basically had socialized healthcare my entire life growing up until I got out of the army. And then I was like, what the fuck? I gotta pay $200 to get a checkup? This is insanity. What is wrong with you people? I'm moving to Europe. I'm not actually moving to Europe, but I wouldn't mind, I guess, if they'd have me. They have a job for me to do. $200 for a checkup in the USA sounds cheap. I know, right? That's because I have good insurance. So I just don't go to the doctor now. If I die, it's gonna be from some easily preventable and treatable disease. All because it was way too expensive to go to the doctor. All right, switch over to series ship. Fortunately, we do have life insurance here, so if I die, at least Emmy will be taken care of for a couple of months. All right, let's start wrapping around here. Mighty Stu says, remember when The Simpsons was good? Some people would argue that it's always been, there've always been good and bad episodes in every season. People only remember the good episodes. There are some real bangers from the like early years though, of course. The monorail one. I don't know. Me and Emmy just watched the one where Ralph and Bart spends the night at Ralph's house, and they find Chief Wiggum's master key. It's a pretty good one. That's the one where Ralph is talking about seeing the leprechaun. X says, I assume it's like other insurances they never pay up. I think life insurance isn't really one of those ones where they skimp. It's like, you're dead. Like, there's, I guess if they can prove you died of some, I don't know, unsavory circumstances, maybe there's a case, but I think that's one of those ones where they have the tables down. They know what you're worth. I was saying Burns. No, they're saying Burns. Yeah, that's a good one. Or the Planet of the Apes one. I regularly, that whole sequence will just pop up into my head, where Troy McClure plays the human in Planet of the Apes. I love you, Dr. Zaius. Ah, my eyes. The goggles do nothing. Yes, I see. I can't just quote The Simpsons all night. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? But yes, no, I do remember when The Simpsons was good. I never really watched it growing up, but Emmy did, and we do have many of the seasons on DVD box sets, even though you can literally just watch it on, I guess, Hulu now? Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Yeah. I hate every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. So many. That's in one. That's like within 2 minutes in one episode. Those writers were on fire. Is it on? It's on Disney Plus. Oh my god. I guess that's true because Disney bought Fox, right? Makes sense. Okay, so we are approaching the intercept here, so we're gonna have to be ready to change our orbit to get this to work. We gotta watch our electricity. If we get too low, we're gonna have some problems. I mean, you're saying they've been on for 30 years. I can't quote them. I can't quote anything from like season 10 onward that I remember. I don't know what season the steamed hams episode is from. Probably like season 7 or something. That's pretty quotable. That's meme. People like that. All right, so now we're gonna do this. You guys see how easy it is? We just bring our separation down to a reasonable level. Oh, okay, we went a little far there. Let's fix that. We're gonna tweak our engine so we're not going nuts here. We're gonna turn that down to say 10%. Close enough. We just need it to be there so we can get everything squared away. Perfect. All right, so now we're ready. If we had RCS, this would have been even easier, but we're just gonna loop around until we can rendezvous, and then we'll be good. Did the Simpsons convo start with the leprechaun? No, I don't. What did it? I think it started with, let's see, dental care. Dental plan. Lisa needs braces. Yeah, that was what it was from, the strike episode. What about the episode where Danny DeVito plays Homer's half brother who owns a car company, and then he invites Homer to create a car, and Homer makes the worst car imaginable, and it looks just like a Cybertruck? What a great episode that was. I mean, it's got Danny DeVito in it. You can't go wrong. No, not the Canyonero one. But the Canyonero, that's another great episode. Or the one where Homer buys a crappy car from Eastern Europe or something. And they're like, put it in H. Emmy says, now I'm disappointed. The leprechaun came up. Don't worry. I talked about the leprechaun. But that's not how it came up. The Tamako episode. Oh man, why are we watching me stream? We could just be watching The Simpsons right now. We're all wasting our time. Just rewatch The Simpsons every night. Me and Emmy have been rewatching home movies, actually. We've been watching an episode a night, basically. And holy cow, is that show funny. You want to talk about writers. I mean, obviously the show hasn't lasted as long as The Simpsons. It only went for 4 seasons, but boy, oh boy, are those some good seasons. Okay, let's get in here and start working on matching target velocity so we can rendezvous properly. That is our goal today, after all. Just trying to get a nice clean burn. All right, perfect. We have 1 minute to collision. So here it comes. Rilip says, home movies had its moments, but a lot of those moments were built off of the entire rest of the show being awkward and waiting for the punchline. And then Rilip says relative velocity is pretty high. I know what my relative velocity is. Don't you worry about my relative velocity. I'll start turning it down when we get to 1 kilometer. We've got good thrust to weight here. Yeah, look at that. See? Just one little burst there, and we're good. We'll bring it down to probably 10 here. Oh, I think we finished it, actually. We finished the mission. So we can just stop. So we're not slamming into it. There we go. Okay, what do we got? Contract parameter complete. Beautiful. Okay, we did it. And we should no longer be on a direct collision course, so we should be fine. We're gonna go back to the Space Center and see what our next mission is. What was the phrase they always ended a movie with? I don't think they had one. Yeah, we just watched the Fenton's Naked Mom episode. Explore the Mun. Land on the Mun. Okay, so we do need to land on the Mun at some point. Rescue Ting from orbit of Kerbin. That's a new part. Radial mount, parachute, blah, blah, blah. We're not really interested in that right now. I guess we just got to come back from the Mun. I think, is Jeb the one that has the science? I guess we'll send Jeb back first because he's got the science. Mighty She says that C-Lab 2021 was funny in its day too. I never watched that, but my man baby coworker who watches Star Wars watched it. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to take that under consideration if it's actually funny. Mighty She also love Tom Goes to the Mayor. Okay, so you liked Adult Swim shows. I gotcha. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Squidbillies, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. All right, now we got to go back. So let's get ready. Let's get ready to launch. Add a maneuver. What, like 250 meters per second should be good. That'll definitely get us there. Then we just tweak it until we are where we want to be. Okay, never mind. I guess it has to be more than that. I thought it was only 200-ish. Guess it's slightly more. Not a lot more. 260, so 300, we'll say. We'll round that up. And maybe find a slightly more efficient way to do it. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. 264. You didn't like Squidbillies, huh? I didn't watch a lot of that stuff. I would stick around for like reruns of Family Guy or King of the Hill or whatever, American Dad. But I wasn't watching the Adult Swim originals. They always seemed like you had to be a little bit buzzed to get it for it to make sense. Or maybe it's just to the older audience made more sense, but I was in high school. I didn't really care. King of the Hill was good. Yep, there are talks of bringing it back. Mike Judge, of course, has been working on the new Beavis and Butthead, which I encourage all of you to watch. It's really funny. I realize that coming from me doesn't mean much because of my taste in comedy, but it is. Emmy will also vouch for it being funny. Especially the episode where Beavis and Butthead achieve enlightenment. That's great. Do they have music videos? They do have music videos, actually. Yes, they do have music videos. Both the well, the 2010-2011 season, I want to say, had a few music videos, but mostly they were making fun of like 16 and Pregnant and Jersey Shore and all those other terrible MTV shows that were on during that era. These days, they have music videos and they make fun of like TikTok and YouTube videos. It's great. So yeah, just watch an episode. It's on Paramount Plus. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You can watch the movie that came out a couple years ago too. I like the movie. It's good. It's a good follow-up to both Do America and the rest of the episodes. And they now have episodes where Beavis and Butthead are old and they still live together, and it's great. Yeah, they have their Do America was the old one, and then the new one is Do the Universe. Me and Emmy quote lines from Beavis and Butthead on a daily basis. So you like it, we both enjoy it. It's not just a, oh, Star's such a loser, of course he watches Beavis and Butthead kind of thing. Emmy, yeah, Emmy just said she's the one that got me into Beavis and Butthead. I'd never watched it. All right, we're coming up on our maneuver node here. So let's get ready. Oh, let's make sure we have something from the MUN too. We have that, and we have Kerbin data. So we have a little bit of data from both, which is what we need. We got space around Kerbin, space around the MUN, and then our next thing will be we need to land on the MUN. So that'll be the next big one. So yes, I encourage everybody to watch Beavis and Butthead. I know it sounds stupid, but Mike Judge I mean, he made Idiocracy, he made Office Space. He knows comedy. It's not stupid humor, but the characters are stupid. That's where the humor comes from a lot of the time. Trying to think of another show where that's the case. I guess Seinfeld is not so much they're stupid as they are bad people, and that's where the comedy comes from. Hex says, I don't like here's a stupid character, laugh at how stupid he is. It's not like that though. It's not laugh at Beavis and Butthead because they're stupid. It's like, look at this ridiculous situation that is happening and how the world has to react to these two idiots. I mean, again, it's not going to be for everybody, obviously. Comedy's subjective. All entertainment is subjective. But if you've never watched it because you think it's stupid, give it a shot. Maybe you won't think it's so stupid. Maybe you'll find it funny. Who knows? Can't hurt anything. Unless you have to pay for Paramount Plus. I guess if you don't already have it, I wouldn't go out of your way to get it. Maybe find an episode on YouTube or something. Okay, let's we need to zoom out. That's what I need to do. I need to see the periapsis. The Walter and periapsis. Can't quite see the numbers, so there we go. That's better. Bring that down to about 25. There we go. Perfect. We did it. So Jeb is on his way home. Siri's gonna stay in orbit for a bit. Maybe we'll get a mission to get some more information. But we are going to need to launch a landing mission soon. Maybe tonight. I don't know. It's only 7:20. Oh god. Yeah, probably gonna be tonight then. All right. It's Friday. Yeah, I know it's Friday. Don't remind me. Finally found a way to make Friday less good by playing Kerbal Space Program instead of something fun. Whatever, it's fine. People watch Kerbal Space Program. People hang out in the chat. I do appreciate that. I do this for the fans. This is pure fan service. I'm okay with it mostly. If I really get sick of the game, though, I'm playing something else. Speaking of something else, I think I mentioned this last night, but Satisfactory 1.0 comes out next Tuesday. So starting next week, the schedule's going to be Stationeers on Monday, Satisfactory on Wednesday, Phasmophobia or another spooky game on Thursday, and Kerbal Space Program on Friday. So there you go. That's that is the current schedule for anybody who's interested, which is probably not that many people. But now you know. Munn Escape. The Munn Escape sounds like a movie starring Olivia Munn. What's another spooky game? I don't know. Like, it's actually scary. I guess like Five Nights at Freddy's, or that painting one that people were really Amnesia. Did I see the cool alien stuff? Yeah, I watched the video today with the summer sloops and the Mercer spheres. So pretty excited about that. I'm looking forward to it. That's one of the things that I've been waiting for with 1.0 is like, what are they gonna do with all those like items that are work in progress? Did I get Alien? Oh, yeah, I have Alien Isolation. It's floating around. I didn't really care much for the gameplay loop though. I don't like games like that where it, like they fake scare you, basically. It's like, oh, the alien's gonna get you, but really the alien isn't gonna get you because it's specifically coded not to. Like, oh, it almost got you that time. No. That's one of the reasons I prefer games where where it's against other players, because then at least, you know, someone's trying to get you. Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Also, did you guys see they're making a Wolfman movie? I forgot to ask Emmy about this. It's from the same guy who made the Invisible Man movie. I do have 7 Days to Die. I don't know that I'd consider that a horror game. It's just like a zombie survival crafting game. It's about as scary as Project Zomboid, which is not that much. I could still play it though. I mean, horror doesn't have to necessarily be scary. I mean, it has the trappings of horror, I guess is maybe the better way to describe it. It's horror coded, if not necessarily actual horror. Like going to a haunted house. You know, it's got all the fun decorations and there's people dressed up. But you're not worried about like a psycho breaking through the wall and killing you with a chainsaw, you know? At least I hope not. I don't know what haunted houses you guys are going to. What about the chainsaw guy? What about the chainsaw guy? I don't have that game yet. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Emmy threatened to spend her points to make me get it. Let's go ahead and decouple now and prepare for landing. Here we go. There is the chainsaw guy in Dead by Daylight. Oh yeah, she's got like a million points or something because I don't let her use it on her points on most things. She's not allowed to buy beans, or I guess that's basically it. She can't buy beans, so she mostly just saves them up for spooky sounds. That's why she keeps pushing me to add more, so she has more to use. And don't forget, those are only here until November 1st, or I guess October 31st. Once they're gone, they don't come back until next September. Oh, we gotta eat a bean. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and land, but I'll get the beans ready here. There they are. The Fiery 5 challenge. Warning, extremely hot. I should get that on a t-shirt. And then Hex wants me to redeem an excerpt from a parenting book also. Okay. I guess we'll... You want me to try to read it? What if I reverse the order and read the book first? I'm like a bank. I structure it so that I do the most convenient one for me first. Boy, we're really coming down here, aren't we? Yeah, the ablator's gone. Ablator's gone, but no problem. Orders in redemption order. Okay, all right, Mighty Stoosh, you're probably right. I don't want to scam my audience. All right, so as soon as we pop the chutes, I'll spin the wheel. We'll switch to the big screen, or we'll spin the wheel first and then we'll go to the big screen. You guys don't need to see the landing. It doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, chutes have been popped. Switch into the camera. All right. Oh, have you guys seen my Chucky shirt? Emmy got me a Chucky shirt, by the way. So here we are. Carolina Reaper's at the top. We're gonna spin the wheel and see where it lands. There we go. Round and round and round she goes. It is a sriracha bean. Yay! Sriracha. Make sure we get a good one. Get a sriracha bean. There it is. Yummy. I like sriracha compared to the other ones. Are you saying boo or boo earns? All right. I did not wear this to work. No. Oh, Jesus. Still kind of hot, though. Ooh. Oh, don't get cocky. Oh, man. I don't think that was a sriracha bean, guys. I think they messed that one up. That's the wrong bean. Oh, God. I've been bamboozled. That wasn't a sriracha bean. There's no way. Oh. I think that might have been a Reaper. Oh, man. Oh, that is awful. Oh. I should have looked a little closer. Oh man. All right, you guys got lucky. I got the wrong bean. Now a chapter on, I don't think they had spicy food back in the 50s, but I'll see what we got. All right, let's see. Your greatest gift to your child by motherfucking Ashley Montague. Oh, sorry, just MF Ashley Montague, PhD. Oh. I should take a pic of the Reaper image. Oh, Emmy should take a pic of the Reaper image and make copies to tape over the other options. Oh. Toctic NMS says, don't get in the habit of touching your eyes after spicy food. I won't, don't worry. I am, I mean, fortunately it's a jelly bean, so it doesn't have anything in there. Here's what MF Ashley Montague has to say. Be splashed down, by the way. I'm not even watching. Childhood has a special quality all its own as far as the development of the human race is concerned. Kind of a lofty topic sentence. It is made up of that wonderful enthusiasm and spirit of curiosity which give children the feeling of embarking upon an adventurous voyage of discovery. For this reason, an understanding of your child, of how he grows, and of what he needs is all important. This understanding, let's say warm, hot, spicy bean. Oh yeah, thanks. I'll take one of those. Emmy's offering me a Mike's Hard Lemonade to solve my problem. This understanding plus a warm, loving relationship with him is perhaps the greatest gift you can bestow upon him. There you go. We got time to get wasted on Mike's Hard Lemonade. Your child's relationship with you lays the foundations for his relationship with all others. Each individual needs to feel loved and to enjoy a sense of belonging in the family. Each family, in turn, needs that feeling of belonging in the community. Then this individual and family sense of belonging will extend to the nation as a whole, and eventually, perhaps, to all other human beings. It's Tropical Punch, Mighty Stoosh. I think it might be making it worse, but whatever. It tastes good. I'll give it that. Children find courage to face the world today largely in the security which they gain from satisfying human relationships. Their confidence to meet the demands of the world grows as they become competent in thinking for themselves and learning how to use their hands. And in acquiring know-how for our complex modern world. Boy, they didn't know what was coming, huh? Family life provides the relationships that help the child become more acutely aware of the importance of tradition. Such awareness develops as parents pass on to him the heritage of the past in such fields as literature, art, music, technology, and science. This helps the child to identify himself with the world of human beings of which he is a part. Okay, that's as much as I can read. My mouth is on fire. But there you go. There you go. You got the spicy bean. You got your excerpt from a parenting book. Let's get Jeb home and get our stuff and so on. Also, I need to look up what those things are called. Those juice things that I always talk about that I can never remember the name of. See here. They are called plastic drink with faces. Squeeze-Its. They were called Squeeze-Its. Oh my gosh. How could I forget such an obvious name? You guys remember Squeeze-Its? What happened to Squeeze-Its? Are they gone? What happened to Squeeze? It doesn't say what happened to them. Oh, hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Old, Squeeze It stopped production in 2001? What? Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well. Rescue Gwenke from orbit of Kerbin. Rescue Ting, Juno, New Satellite, Linvan, Weasley. Rescue Verfed from orbit of the Mun. That's kind of a pretty good payment there. That might actually be worth it. Maybe once we have the bigger capsule. Right now we need to land on the Mun. So let's see if we can't put something together here. Captain Sandwich's parents weren't cool and didn't let him have Squeeze-Its. Probably for the best, honestly. They weren't exactly the healthiest of the foods. All right, let's open up the Inquisitor 1 and see what we can do here. Because I think there's definitely some room here for... How big are these? I wish I could see how big these were before I bought them. Because I don't want like a massive thing. I just need something that extends. Here, let's save this. Let's see if we can buy anything. No, not Go-Gurts, Mighty Stoosh. They were basically like little plastic bottles. They had twist-off tops, and it was just like sugar water, like flavored sugar water for kids to drink. Here, I'll post a picture, or I'll post a link to it in the Discord. Oh, why is this the smallest fucking picture in the world? Okay, halftime's coming early, guys. Fuck it. I'll just show it to you right now. Hold on, hold on.
Squeeze It fruit drink. So much fun, kids can't wait to get their hands on it. You don't just drink a Squeeze It, you squeeze a Squeeze It. Squeeze it in fruity flavors like chocolate cherry and
you don't see? Oh
puncher.
shit! Sorry. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You're missing. You guys are missing everything. It's only 30 seconds long. But here, we'll do it again.
Squeeze
Thank
It
you.
fruit drink. So much fun, kids can't wait to get their hands on it. You don't just drink a Squeeze It, you squeeze a Squeeze It. Squeeze it in fruity flavors like chocolate cherry and mean green puncher.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Squeeze the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Something really cool is happening.
Ooh.
Frozen Squeeze It
Ooh.
makers in your favorite Squeeze It characters. Squeeze It Freeze It. One in marked 6-packs.
Yes, they are one single-use plastic juice squeeze things. Absolutely. Very 90s. All right, let me get back out of here now. Okay. Back to the game, I guess. Can we actually buy anything? We have 26 science, so no. The next thing I would want to get is probably the baguettes and the spark. So that's 90 science we would need. Yuck. Okay, then I guess we're gonna have to make do with what we have. They were insanely sugary, yes. Again, it was just sugar water with some fruity flavoring for the kids. Yeah, I think we bungled the... Because look, we added a whole new thing here. We're gonna try some new design ideas by running this up to the top to hopefully result in more something. So we have 3 parts remaining we could add. Oh no. Oh, there's no way. Guys, there's no way. With 3 parts, we'd have to remove... I guess if we remove the freaking thermometer and the barometer, we could maybe do it, but then we're not getting science. And whatever, I guess the more important thing is we get some money, right? Because what I'm thinking is we could add girder segments. This is gonna look like garbage, but whatever. Ah, shit. How heavy can a that's not that they're heavy, it's that we only can have up to 30 parts. So I'm thinking something. No, that doesn't help. Is there something we can do here? Let's try adding the thing and see if we can do this. I guess this would work. Again, we can only have, we can't have that many parts though, and I don't want to have just 3 because I know that'll cause problems. I think 4. Oh, we're at 29 now. Okay, perfect. So we can do it this way then. Only problem I see is this might not be enough fuel. So what if we ditched that? We did a full one. And we may have to add some to the bottom portion here. I see the music is back again. Despite me trying to turn it off. Fine. I guess I don't have other music on. We'll fix it in a second. Do Kerbals have butts? Yeah, they have butts. Look at them. So they got butts. They're humanoid. What else would they have if not butts? Didn't you read that fan fiction? You guys don't even read all the extra material I provide. Okay, there we go. The struts are strutted. We have we have 2 parts remaining. So let's take a look at our fuel system here. In a vacuum, we have 2,400 meters per second of delta V in this part. We need, let me check the delta V map real quick. We need 1,200 to land and take off from the Mun. And we need another 300 to go back. So let's say 1,600 of that needs to go into landing, taking off, and returning. Captain Sandwich forgot to get sorted. Oh, he's in house dumbass though, so that makes sense. So you're good. You're safe this time, Captain Sandwich. Don't let it happen again. Or do, whatever. We're not gonna penalize you too hard today. So here's what I'm thinking. What if we add a big fuel tank to the bottom? And then for, we need the thrust weight is 1.4. Huh. Okay. I guess that's fine. That doesn't connect to the same place though. Maybe connecting to right here is just fine. We take off, we have 1.4. Let's make this 1.5 actually. A little, oh no, hold on, we're in a vacuum. Sea level. Let's crank it up to 1.25. Or 1.3 would be good, probably. Yeah, 1.31, I like that. Rilip says this looks suspiciously like the backflip special. No, it's got a more aerodynamic nose. It should be fine. We should be okay with this one, I think. We take off, we decouple the solid boosters, we switch to the middle stage to get us into orbit and get us most of the way to the Mun. And then the main thing is, once we get there, we can then check. Because if we have enough delta V, I feel confident being able to do it. If we have 2,000 delta V, I'm totally fine going for a landing. If we have 1,800 delta V, I'm totally fine going for a landing. Where we're cutting it close is when we're at that 1500 mark. Then I'm a little concerned. Because then everything has to go perfect. And, well, you know. I guess worst case scenario is we can get into a stable orbit and then do a rescue mission. As long as we can get off the surface, that's what matters. And hey, look at that. We can add the science back on. So let's go ahead and do that. 1 thermometer. 1 barometer. And we're good to go. Okay. The Inquisitor 1 is ready to attempt to land on the Mun. Anything else? We don't need a ladder. We don't need to transmit. We don't need power. I mean, power would be nice, but we're just gonna have to go with what we got and hope for the best, I guess. And try not to use too much power. A little bit. We just have to watch that. That's all. Okay, Jeb. Jeb's going to the Mun, guys. We got to get him a 2nd star. Okay, let's see if this is a backflip special or if it's a nice solid one. Oh, look at it. It's a daytime launch today, too. Wonderful. Get everything popped out. All right, here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Whee! All right, so far, so good. Just gotta watch our tilt and make sure we are on track to get into orbit safely. I know there's no music. We'll get the music back here once we're in space. Forgot about that. Because, you know, KSP doesn't have any music when you're launching either. It only kicks in. It's in the VAB, and then when you're in space, it'll come on. But there's no music during a launch, usually. I think there is in KSP 2. They actually did music for KSP 2, which is cool. You know, we're at gust of weight's a little high here. Let's tone it down a bit as we're preparing to decouple the boosters. There we go. A little fireworks display, as always. So we have Separatrons. I think that's just going to happen. It's not a big deal. As long as we don't get caught in the crossfire, which we never should. We're always moving away from the debris. All right, so there we go. We are on track to get into orbit eventually, I think. Thrust to weight is a little low, but we're already up in the atmosphere, so no big deal. We just got to watch our time to reach apoapsis. So no backflip today, Rilip. Your assessment was correct. It does look like the backflip special, but we've made some changes. Especially when we're rocking the stupid Peapod pomegranate or the onion or whatever. We put fins on that thing. All right, T-minus 30 something. So we're getting there. We can probably dial back the throttle a bit and try to watch our apoapsis time, or apoapsis and time to apoapsis. But I'm gonna base this on. Does anybody care for Linkin Park? Guess what? Mighty Stoosh already brought it up. So yes, other people in the channel do care for Linkin Park. Do you, Rilip? What the heck? Great minds think alike and also watch the Star Shard stream. Beautiful. Strangers on a stream. Rilip is that old that he likes Linkin Park. Okay. That makes sense. That Gen X angst that he carries around with him. Does he also listen to Nirvana? These Mike's Hard Lemonades are pretty good. Hybrid Theory came out when Rilip was in high school. Old. Susan isn't here often, but she likes Linkin Park. Okay, well, so there's some people, friends of the channel, who like Linkin Park. Well, like I said earlier, I had a buddy, my best friend in high school, liked Linkin Park. I didn't really listen to music, and I still don't. I'm not a music guy. I'll put on a song when I'm in the shower or whatever, but I would never sit down and listen to an album like just as entertainment, you know? We gotta slow down a little bit. I guess I can take this opportunity to get the music back on. There we go. We're not quite in space yet, but it'll be fine. Very triumphant space music. Mighty Stu saw Linkin Park in concert. Oh my goodness. Neato. So let's see, we have 739 in the tanks. So 860 to get to the Mun. How much to circularize? 310 to circularize. I think we should be okay, because we'll have about 2,000 left for landing and taking off. As long as we pick a really good landing spot and don't have to fiddle around too much finding a good flat area that we can land safely, we should be all right. Mighty Stoosh's one regret is that he has bonitis. That's a quote from Futurama, guys. Mighty Stoosh is a cultured individual. He watches Futurama. I like the one where they go to the moon. Oh wait, that's like the first episode, or maybe the second episode. The moon? The moon? I get every reference. That's true. I don't get every reference. If you made a reference I don't get, I wouldn't point it out, so it's sort of confirmation bias. Like if you guys came in here and started quoting Star Trek at me, I'd be like, what? Live long and what? I've seen Futurama at least, Rillip. But you're right, most of the time I haven't even seen the piece of media being referenced. My brain is like a sponge for pop culture ephemera and nothing else. I watched reviews.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Yeah. Welcome to prime time, bitch. Don't forget, guys, next Friday is Friday the 13th. We're going to have a brand new Friday the 13th sound clip available all next week and until I turn off the spooky sound clips at the end of the spooky season. It's going to be another KSP stream, Mighty Stoosh. We're not doing anything special. Sorry. I'm just letting you know that it is Friday the 13th. So plan accordingly. Talk Like a Pirate Day is in 13 days. Talk September 19th. I will not forget. I'll be wearing a hat and an eye patch and a pirate shirt. And we're going to play a pirate game. I don't know what game yet. I think I said EU4. I don't know if I still want to do that, but we can definitely find something to do. Don't miss it this year. Yeah, okay, I won't. I'll try not to. No promises. Eye patch gaming. Well, whatever. I'm basically... I have no depth perception anyway. Do you need depth perception? I'm looking at a screen. It's all 2D. Monkey Island? Ooh, Monkey Island could be fun. That's a classic point and click adventure game. All right, let's circularize now, and we're good. Okay, so now next stop, maneuver node to the Mun. So let's find the Mun. It's over there. Put our maneuver node here. We're going 860. We're gonna try to get as close as possible without going over. So let's make sure we have the right stuff. So 21,000 meters would be just fine with me. Let's try 16,000. That should be safe. And we'll try to land. We could probably go real quick. We should probably circularize, actually. We'll circularize first, but then I wouldn't mind landing on this bat crater here while it's facing the sun. We won't be able to contact Kerbin, of course, but whatever. Doesn't matter. That's why we have a pilot. Mighty Stu says Monkey Island 2 is one of his favorite games. Monkey Island 2. Which one is LeChuck's Revenge? That's just a fun name. LeChuck. That is 2. Okay, there you go. Monkey Island 2. LeChuck's Revenge. Perfect. What a great name for a game. All right, let's go ahead and go prograde, and it is time to begin our burn. Almost. It will be by the time we get everything lined up properly. I can't wait till we unlock the ability to point towards the maneuver node. One of my favorite unlocks for pilots. Okay, time to go. Let's do it. Start burning. Yeah, I unlocked maneuver nodes last week. It was great. I was actually able to play the game. Did you guys know there's a mod that makes the maneuver nodes better? You know there's a mod that gives you infinite money in science? It's a quality of life mod. That's one of my other issues with mods. I think I've brought it up a couple times. Like, mods are like basically cheating. Oh, that's very close. It's probably fine. 11,000. No big deal. X says, I would assume there's a game mode with no money or science. Yeah, sandbox. You can you unlock every part. You don't have to get money. You just do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. That was the only mode in the game for the longest time. They eventually added science mode and then career mode. And it's true, Mighty Suit. It does depend on the mod. But some people, especially with like RimWorld, people are like, oh, I added a mod that makes it so you can store a billion items. It's a quality of life. I don't play without it. Like, so basically you're saying the game, which has created a level of difficulty by forcing you to store items in a specific way, is too hard, so you need to make it easier to store items. I gotcha. RimWorld has 100 mechanics. It's fine to eliminate a few you don't like. I don't like when my colonies get raided. Can I get a mod to remove all raids? I mean, obviously, yes, I could, but would you consider that to be playing RimWorld, or would you say, well, then you're playing like creative mode? Imagine if there was a Phasma mod that replaced all the ghost assets with Kerbal assets. There are no Phasmo mods, actually. It is against the terms of service to modify Phasmophobia, which I think is awesome. That is like the most based dev team ever. People are always complaining about it on the forums. They're like, oh, this stupid dev team, I got bad because I tried to mod the game. You bought the, I mean, I guess they can't prevent you from modding it, but they can block you from joining multiplayer games. So sure, I guess. So if you get banned from playing, I guess you can play single player. I don't think there is an offline mode, actually. I think everything is online because of character progression. Because otherwise people could just mod in like $1 million and buy everything. And then when you go into a public lobby, you have $1 million and you bought everything. That would be like having mods in WoW that let you just do whatever. You got this cool dragon mount. I modded it in. Yeah, I modded my dragon mod so that it looks like Macho Man Randy Savage. I guess you can mod WoW, but it has to be just like GUI stuff, right? You can't, obviously you can't like change your character's stats or change the game mechanics. I like how Hex is saying you bought the game, it's yours. As if there's not a huge movement going on right now to stop companies from killing games you already bought. Like, if you buy a game, is it yours, really? We don't know. The science is still out. You would think that would be the case. But I guess like governments around the world are like, it's whatever the terms of service say, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to make a law. The movement is getting bitch slapped by every sensible legislation. Yeah, what do you mean? Okay, hold on. X is against companies killing games, I assume. Or possibly he supports the killing of games. I don't know. One of the two. Okay, so what happens if Steam goes away? I don't know. I guess we just all go home. I do support killing some games. This was about preventing modding. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, I think we're talking about different things now. Hex supports killing some games. What are we talking about again? Yeah, I don't know what happens if Steam goes away. We just lose all our games. Maybe you sue Valve or whoever owns Steam now to get our games back. Okay, we're gonna start circularizing. X supports killing games like Jet Force Gemini. I mean, if you own it on N64 and you have an N64, I guess you can still play it. We are circularizing now. We don't actually have to fully circularize. Shoot, where am I now? What the heck? Oh, everything changed in the meantime. I had a plan to land somewhere, and now I can't land there anymore. I guess we're gonna land here then. Shoot, I better be careful of where my apoapsis is going. So the main thing, so this, you guys know the game dungeon. Maybe you don't, I don't know. It's a YouTube channel. But basically, this is all based around Ubisoft shutting down the crew servers and retroactively making it so you can't play the game anymore. So if you bought the crew like 10 years ago or whatever, you can no longer play the game. The game is dead. You can no longer, I guess it's kind of like they shut down the servers for Concord today and now nobody can play Concord ever again. All right, let's go around once and we'll try to land over here, I think. Let's just hope we don't run into any problems. We have 1900. That's perfect. That's almost 2000. I'll allow it. That gives us quite a bit of wiggle room as we prepare to land. You guys remember when SimCity came out? I think it was 2013. And you had to connect to the internet to play the game, even if you just wanted to play single player. And they said it was because they were offloading the processing power or whatever to their servers, but then they just modded it so that you didn't have to connect anymore, so you could play offline. Good stuff. Way to go, EA. Philip says, I saw an article today saying that everyone on the Concord servers, all 12 of them, were jumping off of the building as fast as possible to try and get one of the platinum achievements. I did see that. I was curious what the achievement actually was. What was it? Literally like die of fall damage like 1,000 times, or what? Okay, so we need to Yeah, we gotta watch out for our electric power here. So let's go ahead and full burn. We're gonna try to land somewhere down here. Maybe right here would be good, or the base of one of these craters. I don't know, but we gotta land somewhere. So I guess now is the time to figure it out. Mighty Stu says, hold on. I'm gonna land before I read chat, guys. Otherwise, I'm liable to die. So, okay, we gotta spin the other way. So go ahead and point retrograde. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's see. Nintendo has some rules where you have to support a game with online features for like 10 years. Holy shit. How can they stop support after a month? Yeah, they refunded everybody who bought the game, Mighty Stoosh. Literally everybody who bought the game was offered a refund. I don't know how. Even people who bought it physically at like Walmart. Everybody got refunded, so yeah. Good on Sony, I guess, for not just letting everybody get scammed into playing a game with 12 other people. All right, we are on a suborbital space flight. This is I'm getting a little nervous here because we have not landed on another planet before, but we have to have at least 1,000 remaining to safely take off. Or not to safely take off, but to safely get back. We can take off with like 600 in the tank. We just gotta set this to, there we go, okay. Let's start slowing down a little bit. Obviously, I'd prefer to do a suicide burn if possible, but we're not gonna risk it. We're gonna slow it down as we go. And hopefully, ooh, it's been a while since I landed on the moon. This is scary, guys. It has been a long time. Yeah, we gotta watch our delta V, and we also have to watch our altitude. I think we're good. We can probably shut off the engine for a bit. Once we get below 1,000, we'll worry about it. Oh, jeez. Oh. Well, this is scarier than playing Phasmophobia, I'll tell you what. And once we get below 1,000, we'll punch it. Okay, we punched it. That's good. Here we go. We're coming in. Get ready. Get ready to land, everybody. Okay, 300. We're below 500. Let's really slow it down now. I am hoping for above 1,000 when we land. Maybe even more is even betterer, so. Okay, I may have slowed down a little bit too fast there. We'll be okay. Zoom out a bit so I can see. Okay, slow it down more. Slow it down, we're getting down below 100. Here we go, here it comes. Here it comes, guys. Plenty of delta V left, this is great. So we're down to the last, I don't know, 20 seconds here maybe. Yeah, if I sneeze. Yeah, thanks, Rilip. Good call. So we don't flip over like a dum-dum when we go to land. Okay, come on. Watch the shadow. Okay, we're good. Oh, okay, everybody good? Jeb, you good, buddy? Let's go ahead and adjust the legs a little bit. You can't actually do that. We're going to spring strength a little bit more to try to adjust. Let's try to get our oh, we have to remove it from symmetry. Whoops. Lower the spring strength. Raise the spring strength. Just trying to straighten us out a little bit here so we don't have to worry about tipping over when Jeb goes out and does stuff here. Okay, that looks... We'll raise this up a little bit too. Oh, that's maybe a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Okay, Jeb. You're the first Kerbal ever on the Mun. How does it feel? Let's see. There is no atmosphere here. Oof. So we did not crash. That's good. We'll get a crew report. Touchdown. We did not crash. We got some money. Good. We got crew report. So let's leave it here. It should not fall over. It should be pretty stable, I guess. We can, I don't know, do something with the landing pads. I think that's as good as we're gonna get, honestly, as far as balancing it out with the legs. So we're gonna go back to the Space Center and see if we can't get some more extra missions. No EVA yet, because we might get a mission to do it. Ooh. Landing on the Mun with Explore Minmus. Oh, nice. I love going to Minmus. Sign me up for that one. Let's see. Haul an ant into orbit. Could probably do that, although it doesn't really give us a lot of money. Okay, I guess we're gonna come back from the Mun then. So Jeb's gonna grab some stuff, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. We can get rid of this. This is garbage. Inquisitor 1 debris, that's safe. Inquisitor 1 is landed at the Mun. Let's fly it. So we're gonna hop out, we're gonna grab a Mun rock, we're gonna get a surface sample. We're gonna get, I think we already got a crew report, right? Yeah, so Jeb, hop on out here. Are you ready? Does he not have his RCS on? What the heck? I can't turn on RCS for some reason. That's weird. I'm a little concerned, actually, if I can't turn on... Is there a reason I wouldn't be able to turn on RCS? Do I have to jump first, maybe? I just worry if I jump, I won't be able to... whatever. Hold on, I gotta do this. Can we... What is going on here? What is... Why are the ladders so weird, guys? Okay, there we go. Fuck it. We'll just do that. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna get an EVA report. There's no curb in here. We're on the other side, I think. Or maybe we could see it. No, I think we're on the wrong side to see Kerbin. We're on, like... Wait a minute. No, there it is. Right there. Fuck, it's right above us. Okay, let's see where are we at? This is the Mun's East Crater. So we're gonna put a landing site that says East Crater. So that we know we were here. East Crater. Jeb was here. There we go. Good. Keep that, and let's go try to find a Mun rock. Can we get a surface sample yet? I don't think we can. I don't think we've unlocked it yet. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, let's go see what we can find over here. Whee! I think that might be a Mun rock. Or that might be a Mun rock too, I don't know. Philip says if you buy, I think if you buy a physical copy, you just get a Steam PlayStation key like XCOM Reboot did. Wait, what? What is that about? Also, where'd Hex go? I was confused as to what Hex was talking about. Supporting killing some games. Ya da da. I mean, I'm still bummed out about Darkspore, which was like a pseudo sequel to Spore that is no longer available to play, even if you own it. You might, I don't think you can buy it on Steam anymore. The Firaxis XCOM install CD just installed Steam. Oh, I see what you're saying. I gotcha. Darkspore was just arena combat. I know what it was, but the fact that you can't play it anymore is delisted now. That's kind of shitty. Like, a lot of people probably liked playing it, but now you can't play it, even like the single player mode or whatever. Why would you make a game like that? Like, what's the point? I think this is a Mun rock. Oh, I hope it is. we landed so close to one. Now we just have to go to Minmus, which is everybody's favorite little guy. So let's get this, pick up Munstone, please. Tick, 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 tick. They butchered Spore. Well, yeah, I mean, regular Spore, sure. I have my complaints about Spore. What secrets hide in these ordinary-looking Munstones? Careful analysis will help us understand the secret of Kerbin's origins. Less rigorous analysis tells you they hurt when you hit your toe with one. Okay, they're basically just regular rocks then. Gotcha. I was very bummed out about Spore. I've talked about this before, but in 2007, I was in high school, and my buddy's like, dude, you gotta check out this game. Will Wright, the guy who made The Sims, gave a talk at GDC. Check this shit out. And I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best game ever. And then I played it, and I'm like, it's alright. Like, talk about overhyping a game. And that's how I learned to never, ever care about anything ever. Because nothing can live up to the expectations you build in your mind. Except maybe the new Mexican restaurant that opened that I went to, and the food was amazing. So, you know, that's got that going for it. I feel like, oh geez, it went up my nose. I feel like food is one of those things. Rilip says, I like Darkspore. It had a lot of cool different little hero dudes. See, look, Rilip liked Darkspore. And now you can never play it again. Because they killed it. They killed the game. Even though you bought it. Like, imagine you bought a... I don't know, you buy like literally anything else. I bought this water bottle. The company can't just come to my house and be like, we're delisting this water bottle. You need to give it back. You can't use it anymore. I mean, I guess they could recall, but I'd expect a refund. But you're not going to get a refund for a fucking video game except for Concord. And the day before, I guess, it came out last year. Okay, Jeb, time to come home. I hope you're ready. Here we go. We're taking this baby straight to the top. You guys ready? Nestle's trying, yeah, Nestle's trying to take the water. Okay, we got 1100 meters per second. Let's do this shit. It's time to go, boys. All right, let's put up our landing pads. Not that it matters, but it's nice to kind of keep track of that stuff. We just got to watch our apoapsis. Once it gets good enough, we should be okay. Now remember, we only need 300 to get back. So we're going to be cutting it, maybe close, I don't know. But we are on the Mun, so as long as we get into orbit, we're safe. Everything after that is gravy. I'll say we go up to like 15K. There we go. I'm satisfied with that. Did I jump and do the EVA report for flying? No. I don't think there is an EVA report for flying. It would just be over East Crater or whatever. It's the Mun Arch for the East Crater up there. So let's see. We're going 500 meters a second. We have another 244 meters per second. And as long as we have 260 meters per second, I'm confident we can get back. There's an EVA report for flying above the Mun surface. Are you sure? It has to be suborbital. Oh, it has to be suborbital. That's why. Okay. I'll try it next time. Whatever. We couldn't get surface samples either, so we'll have to grab it. Oh, I guess we are suborbital right now, right? Can I just do it? Oh, this is above the... We didn't get the East Crater yet, so there you go. We'll just grab that. Also got to watch our power. We don't want to overdo that. Okay, we're ready. Free money. Free money. I don't think it wouldn't be money, it would be science, which we do need. I should be a little concerned about it. I think that Munstone is where it's really going to be at, though. That gives us 14, and almost 20 for the EVA report, and 72 for the Munstone. Oh man, that's good. Sign me up for more Munstones. Yeah, we'll be coming back to the Mun plenty of times before we're done. I don't think what's the like year? What year? What's the first transfer window to Duna? I feel like it's year 2 something something. We're on day 33 of year 1, so we still have at least like 600 days before we can do our transfer to Duna anyway. So we'll be getting a lot of stuff done on the Mun and Minmus. We'll probably set up some kind of space station. And then we'll be going to Duna, we'll be going to Eve. All the other little guys. Fuck Eve though. Oh man, I hate Eve so much. If we send someone to Eve, this time I'm not bringing him back. I'm gonna send him in a little tiny ass capsule. They're gonna land and they're just gonna live on Eve until we invent teleportation or whatever. All right, we're approaching our apoapsis. Let's take a look at the map here. How bad is it? No, it's not too bad. Rilip says 200 years of playing KSP. I still have no idea how transfer windows actually work. Rilip, no. What's wrong with you? Rilip doesn't know how transfer windows work. He's so old too. You'd think he would know by now. It's just where it's the most efficient time to transfer between two places. It's easy. It makes perfect sense. It's like jumping from one hand of the clock to the other hand of the clock, except over really long distances and times. Transfer windows are like the hunts of Phasmophobia. I just embrace. I will not figure it out and die. All right, no Jewel trip for you then, I guess. That's sad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to pack a lot of extra Delta V too, but I at least try to get within the transfer window. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not just gonna raw dog my way to Duna. It's like, well, it's right there. If I just aim at it, I'll hit it eventually, right? Oh, okay, Rilip's gotten a Jewel before. With no transfer window? That's nuts. Sometimes it requires time warping. Well, getting to Jewel takes a while anyway. So that makes sense, but shouldn't take that long. Okay, we are slowly raising our periapsis. Of course, we're also moving our apoapsis, so maybe let's get a little bit closer. I am definitely going to Elu this time. I know I feel like I'm back in the groove now that we've landed on the Mun. That was my biggest thing that I was hesitant about. I'm gonna avoid all the pitfalls of building stupid, ridiculous things that don't dock properly. We're just gonna build really basic, really easy ships. No like reusable crap. Nothing. Hoctic says, yeah, I don't want to talk about my first trip to Dres with no window planning. 20 years. Oh no. I know Dres is a mystery, but that's too long. Okay, we have, holy shit, we have 500 Delta V remaining. We're fine. I was worried we weren't gonna have enough, but we're 100% okay. So let's set up our maneuver node here. 260 I think we had last time, right? And we're just arrow braking anyway, so it's not, maybe it's more than 260, I don't know. Let's try that. 82, 78, 76. Okay, it's way more than that. What the heck? How much is it? Oh, like 270. All right, that'll get the job done. I'll say, I think 280 maybe is what I said before. What does it say here? It says 310, so we're getting well below that. That face when you turn a regular ship into a generational ship. It's just one Kerbal. They're budding with themselves for 20 years. is I have a question. Is there a piece of media that is about someone on a generation ship? Whether it's a movie or a book or a radio play. Like specifically, they're born on the generation ship and they die on the generation ship. They don't know anything about Earth and they don't live to see the destination. Just the middle part. Alpha Centauri? No, because that takes place on Alpha Centauri. And it wasn't a generation ship. It was the colonists were frozen different. Assuming you're talking about the game. It was a generation ship for some of them. Was it? I don't fully know the lore of Alpha Centauri other than there's weird worms. Let's see. We're about to begin our transfer back to Kerbin with all the new stuff we've learned. And then we're going to be sending Val up to Minmus, because Jeb gets the Mun, Val can have Minmus, which is the better planet anyway. Let's be honest. So guys, I've had some time to think it over, and I think I'm going to watch the Minecraft movie. Let's discuss. Pros and cons of watching the Minecraft movie. Pro, no Chris Pratt. Con, it's going to be terrible. Pro, it's got Jack Black in it. Con, it has Jason Momoa in it. Con, losing sanity. Pro, losing sanity. By the time I finish it, I won't be conscious enough to even understand what happened. Genius. It's a great idea. Like, did nobody... This is like Sonic level bad design, right? Just everything about it. The live action humans in the digital world. Yeah, we'll have a movie we can give the MST3K treatment to. Toctic is right. Like, Rilip, was it you who told me they had Borderlands on YouTube? And they hadn't taken it down because nobody cared? Be sure to bring some robot friends. I don't have any robot friends. I do have an alien friend who, well, actually, oh, well, maybe we'll wait till the big announcement, till it's closer. Just be ready, because this Halloween, not on Halloween, but Halloween week, we're going to be watching a movie. It's the first pirated movie where people are demanding a refund. Some people saw it on a plane and they still walked out. So we had a extra Delta V of about 225. I'd say that's, I mean, that's cutting it a little close for my taste. I think that's probably fine in most cases. Like I would like to have like 1,000 Delta V left over for any potential mishaps, but I think that's gonna have to wait till we can build better ships. Alrighty, we are moving to the Mun escape. It'll take us about 10 minutes, although we are time warping. So actually it won't take us 10 minutes at all. It'll take us like 30 seconds. There we go. Speaking of movies, what did I see that was in theaters? Beetlejuice 2. Oh, It Ends With Us. Has anybody seen It Ends With Us or had their wife or girlfriend say, hey, let's go watch It Ends With Us? Mighty Stoosh, how about you? That sounds like a movie you'd get dragged to go watch. I read the book, let's go watch the movie. It's like when Emmy made me watch Safe Haven based on the Nicholas Sparks novel of the same name. And then she made me take her on a vacation to the town where they filmed it and it is set. I'm taking crazy pills. Can you imagine if I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go to Eternia to see where they filmed He-Man? You'd think I'm crazy. All right, I think we're just gonna time warp our way back home. Rilip says my partner met Nicholas Sparks. Really? That's kind of cool. Like a book signing or something, or just like in an elevator at a hotel. He was a bit of, well, of course. I mean, have you seen his books or movies? I wrote a story about true love, but also a woman is stalked and almost killed by her ex, so she has to shoot him. Yeah, that's what a romantic story you've told. And also the ghost of the widower's wife gives her advice on how to seduce him or whatever. It was for The Notebook. Oh god, what a shit movie. I can't believe people like that. Remember, if a girl says she doesn't want anything to do with you, you should just pester her until she gives in and does what you want. That is a perfectly normal way to approach a relationship. Kind of how I feel about The Princess Bride, but at least with The Princess Bride, it's like a fantasy story or whatever. And also it's a classic, so I dare not disparage The Princess Bride on this stream. Mighty Stoosh says, how do you figure out my strategy? Because that's the strategy of like every guy. You're the kind of guy that like asks out a million women and you're like, odds are one of them's gonna say yes, or you pester one woman until she gives in, or you live your life alone. Those are the three types of men right there. Oh no, I like The Princess Bride just fine. I've never actually seen the movie though. I did watch the TikTok version, which featured many celebrities acting out scenes from the movie. So I feel like I've seen it, even if I haven't actually sat down and watched it. That's not how that's kind of how I got Emmy to be with me. I was kind of man number 2, pester a woman until she gives in and goes out with you. I'm definitely not the kind of guy who asks out a million women and is like, statistically one of them will say yes. And obviously I'm not the guy who ends up alone because I'm married. Although I'm sure back in the day, many men would consider that some form of punishment. I wore her down, yeah. I had to attack her defenses in many different ways, but eventually she gave in. We're coming in over the highlands, so we got to be careful here that we don't. I think we'll be safe. I don't see any mountains up ahead, so we should be fine. Although we do need to worry about landing and rolling down the hills, which can be very scary. Also, are we over? We're gonna be over desert, it looks like. That's cool. There is also the fourth type of man, the magical, mystical man, who somehow is just so attractive in some way that women actually go after him. I've never met one in real life, and I'm definitely not one, but I've been told they exist. They don't hang out on Twitch though. You're not gonna find one here. Yeah, I had sieged her castle for so long that she just eventually surrendered, fearing what would happen if she didn't. Boy, what a this metaphor is getting weird. All right, we can turn off the SAS. I think we'll be all right aerodynamically. We're coming in over the desert mountains. What a wonderful place to land. Not. Well, let's finish off this Mike's Hard Lemonade, shall we? Oh, it burns. Oh, why do people drink alcohol? Well, they're fucked up. Oh, Rilip doesn't actually. Never mind. He's alcohol intolerant, he said. Yeah, we're doing not jokes now, Mighty Stoosh. We're bringing it back. It's the funniest form of humor. Not. See? Who can play at that game? What is that, a little bush? There's a bush up there on the hill. All right, we're landing now. Cadmiger Sandwich says that Emmy got a note that says, "Will you go out with me?" but in the style of a ransom note with letters cut out from newspapers. We actually did have a school project where we had to make something similar to that, but instead of a ransom note, it was a collage of some kind. I don't remember exactly what it was for, like an art class. Are we doing halftime? We did the halftime. We looked at the Squeeze It commercial. Do you need more halftime? You need we got to do it like hockey. We have a, what do they call them? A trimester? What are they called? Hex, what do they call what do they call the hockey things? Why can't I think of it? Mighty's just sent a baseball clip. A baseball clip? What the heck? Canadian. Yeah, Hex is Canadian, if you don't know, Ice King. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and recover. We're back from the mun, which is going to give us a lot of stuff. What is there? Because hockey games have 3 quarters, but they're not called quarters because a quarter is a fourth. What do they call them? Period. I guess they're just called periods. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna have instead of a halftime, we have a third period between the second and third period, which just sounds stupid. Plant flag on the mun, we can do that, although we already did it. We can do it again. Rescue Lizric from the surface of the mun. That would be fun, but we don't have a ship that can get to the mun that can hold 2 Kerbals, so we're not gonna do that. So instead, we're going to do that. We got a flyby Minmus now. All right, so let's see. Mighty Stoosh has sent the clip, I guess. Let's take a look. From the interesting as fuck community on Reddit, leaked audio of, oh, I saw this on Reddit. Oh, and also, yeah, the if you want to see the mummy pizzas that Emmy made, which were delicious, by the way, they are posted in the Discord if you'd like to see them. They're adorable and tasty. All right, let's see what Emmy was really excited for some reason to watch halftime for some stuff she sent me. So let's see. Oh, okay, this is a little early, but I think we're gonna go ahead and show it now just because it's funny. So hold on to your butts, guys, because you're about to learn something. You guys are gonna learn how to do a thing. So what? Let me switch. Let's not goof this up again. You're gonna learn how to carve great faces for Halloween. This is licensed for private home exhibition. We're all in a private home together. Public performance. No, this is not public. Nobody's actually here. Distributed by Meyer Communication, a division of the Meyer Group.
Caution.
Oh God.
Children should not attempt to carve without adult supervision.
Probably a good advice.
Please exercise extreme caution when handling knives. The producers and distributors of this program are not responsible for injury resulting from procedures.
Yeah, you listen to the guy. He knows what he's talking about.
Please carve carefully.
Wait, what? Hold on, there was fucking demons. Something said demons. Oh, demonstrated. Damn. I thought it said demons. Great Faces by the Pumpkin Man with Gordy Falk. Oh, that's a lot of pumpkins. Oh my God. That's too many pumpkins. Think all that food going to waste to make stupid looking jack-o'-lanterns.
Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm Gordy Falk. And this Halloween, I want to teach you how to carve a few really innovative, neat jack-o'-lanterns, simply and easily.
Okay.
About
like a
8
YouTube
years
video.
ago, I started carving pumpkins.
It's okay, they taste like shit. Yeah, fuck pumpkins.
Between 500 and 800 different pumpkins every Halloween. So that's about 4,000 pumpkins in the last 8 years. I learned
lot of
a few
pumpkins.
simple, innovative,
You already said
tricks,
innovative. You can't
common
use the
sense
same word
type
twice in a
things that
sentence.
Anybody who has done as many as I have would have thought of.
Can barely hear.
Make
Okay, let
pumpkin
me
carving simpler,
crank it up for
more
you guys.
creative, and more fun.
Is that
If
better?
you come with me now, we'll get started. We're going to carve a few pumpkins, show you the tricks, and have a lot of fun. Shall
A
we
little
go?
bit too loud now. He's talking about how he likes to have sex with pumpkins. Oh, just wait. There's plenty more where that came from.
We've got a nice little 5-pound pumpkin here. And the
Gonna
first thing
carve
we
a
have
hole in
to do is get the top off. Most
Gotta
people
get the
make an
top off
elemental
first, right,
mistake.
Rillet?
The pumpkin is a great, big, huge piece of God's creation. And they want a great, big, huge knife. And they reach in the drawer and pull out something that you could probably win the Peloponnesian Wars with.
Fucking guy.
Now, you pick a knife like this, you are doomed to carve straight lines.
Oh no, not straight
Because,
lines.
and we'll use the back side of this pumpkin, which is the practice side. You stick it in, and you cannot make a turn. It is a straight line. What you want to do, and this goes for detopping, and we'll get more into the selection of knives
That's what I
for
call
the
it
actual
too.
face itself a little later on. You want to pick one of the skinniest knives in your drawer. This knife is a fruit knife. It's
What's a
sharpened on
fruit
both
knife?
sides. It is very narrow from front to back.
Rilip says the newest
And
trends in pumpkin carving are
It
to cut
costs
the
about
bottom off.
$1.79 in
Oh.
most grocery stores.
Might have to try that.
Does a beautiful job of detopping and also carving. I'll be using this knife most of the day. We'll again go on
I
the
hope he knows how to
practice side
sharpen
here,
his own knives.
and you can see
Oh,
how
look at it
easy
go.
this goes
Oh, it
in
just goes right in.
and how you can make nice curves with it. This is a good way to make the top.
He uses a different knife when he's carving people.
Stick it in. Now you notice while I'm carving, the knife is in at about a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
You don't want to go down like this because when you get your top off and you put it back on, it'll disappear into the insides. You want to make sure
Oh
that
yeah, you
the
could make a jack-o'-lantern with
top,
one of those.
when it rests on it,
What are those things called with the like laser
has a
cutters?
place
I guess a
to
laser
rest.
cutter.
when I
They
get
use to cut
around to
metal
where the
or
top
wood or
started,
whatever.
I make a little bit of a curly cue.
Ah.
You can carve a square,
Look
or
at
there's any
that.
number of ways to do it. This just seems to be a nice, easy way.
Ugh.
The top goes
all
back
that
on
gross stuff in there.
and almost falls right into the spot. You can see. You can make them square, triangular, hexagonal, any way you want. They all work. This is just the way that I do it.
Okay. Thanks,
And
Gordy.
I find it clean
He knows
and
what he's
simple.
talking about.
And now
He's literally
we have the
named
top
after
off.
pumpkins.
We're ready to hollow it out.
You got the harpsichord
All
going.
right. We got the top off, and we're ready to take out the insides. Some people would rather slaughter a cow than take the insides out of a pumpkin.
I don't
But it's
think
really
there's
pretty
very
easy.
many people
You know a
who would
few
rather
tricks.
slaughter a cow.
The object again is pick the right tool. I use an old spoon with a wood handle, a nice stiff shaft, and it works pretty well.
Likes to have a nice stiff shaft
It works a
when
lot
he's
better
fucking the
than
pumpkins.
putting your hands inside and getting all gunked up. It's not necessary. What I
Oh,
do
boy.
is
Get in
make
there.
a
Get
scraping
in there,
motion
Gordy.
along the sides. And in a
Scoop
minute
that
or two,
fucking pumpkin.
it's done.
Are we
You're
doing
making the same
phrasing?
motion
Yeah,
the entire
we're
time.
doing some phrasing.
You're just
all right.
rotating
like
the
Gordy.
pumpkin around and around and down.
Oh yeah, he's
and
also
down.
drunk. And
And
he's
if you have any
pointing out.
luck at all, at the end, you get to the bottom, you scrape sideways.
He's just making the pumpkin
straight
more
down, because
fuckable,
that's
all
what
right?
it's attached to.
I'm not pumpkin
And you
shaming.
got it
I
all
think
in
the
one nice
well, I
big
mean,
lump.
I don't like the taste
And
of pumpkin.
Lord
or
willing,
dealing with them
pumpkin
because they're
is
gross.
almost clean.
Yeah, get
We
put
didn't
his
say you
hands in
could do
there.
this in a suit, but it's good enough to carve.
All right, we're now selecting our tools.
In your drawer,
He
most
dumped
of
it into
you
the
will
same
have
like his.
a paring knife.
I mean, he carves
a
a million
normal
pumpkins a year.
knife,
The floor of his
fairly
house is just
thin.
covered in pumpkin
It works
gunk.
pretty well. An
He's got a
attractive
garbage
face
disposal, Rillip. You'll be fine.
is one with curves, just like yours. There's not a straight line on any human being's face. It's all ovals, curves, S shapes.
And he knows
and
what he's
that's what
doing.
makes the personality of a pumpkin.
He's fucked a
This
lot
is
of
probably the
pumpkins.
#1 knife that I use.
Yeah, you told us
And
already.
it can
It's
be
the
bought
fruit
in any
knife.
store. This knife is about 4 or 5 inches long, relatively thin, and this is important.
All right,
It is
we
sharp.
watched it for like 7 minutes now. Emmy will post the rest in the Discord. I'm gonna get back to the game. We got about 20 minutes left that I have to suffer through, so let's just go ahead and do that now. Let's get it out of the way. There'll be plenty more Gordy for you to enjoy. That's a gentleman's 5 inches. No way, he's exaggerating. He's going from the base of the tang all the way to the tip. There's no way. He's really exaggerating. We're really ragging on Gordy, huh? I feel bad for him because he's dead, but that's about the only reason. Okay, I guess we gotta design something that can get us to min-miss, which is just basically what we've been doing with a little bit of extra oomph. So why don't we expand out the vehicle assembly building, which we can now afford. So that's cool. So now we don't have to worry about the 30-part cap. We can basically take the Inquisitor 1 and turn it into the Inquisitor 2, which should be able to go to min-miss with a little bit of extra juice on the bottom. So we're going to take these guys here, and we're just going to make 4, like so. So that should all be fine. Should be no issues. Make sure we are, everything looks good there. And honestly, we probably don't even need the launch clamps anymore, since everything will just rest on the bells. So I'm fine removing the launch clamps from this design. Now, let's go ahead and tweak the... We're not doing any like liquid fuel staging yet. We're not quite there. We're trying to keep our cost down. So we're gonna throttle this down a bit to 1.3, where about where I like it to be. You could probably go to 1.2. You get a knife like a you get a knife. It's 5 inches long. You'd probably be fine. Okay, how much delta V is this giving us now? At sea level, we got 1400 in the main stage, and then another 1000. I think this should get us to min-miss no problem. I don't know about you guys, but this seems a little expensive. It's on the expensive side, but you know, we got 3 liquid fuel engines in here. We got landing legs, all that stuff. I mean, probably the most expensive stuff is going to be the command. Well, 600 bucks actually is not that expensive. I wish I could see a breakdown of how expensive everything is, but I don't think you can, so whatever. We're gonna live without it. So yeah, then we decouple all those, decouple the rest. We're good to go. No thermometer or barometer. What do you mean no we have thermometer and barometer right there. We're fine. Unless you're telling me to remove them. I'm not gonna remove them. We're going to min-miss. We gotta have them. All right, so let's get Val in the pilot seat. Oh, Jeb didn't even level up. What the hell? Okay, well, nobody gets to level up today. That's fine. Taking Val to min-miss this time. So ideally, we would launch directly into the min-miss inclination if we can. It's a little bit tricky because you kind of have to wait for the right moment. Let's see here. Where are we at? We are here. I would say that is really annoying. Not even the right site. So right here is where we need to be. That is where our thing is. So when, I guess maybe we can try to, because where would it need to be? Is it worth the wait? Probably. Shit, get me back here. Or okay, we're basically we're basically there. We can probably try to launch an inclination. So let's go ahead and do this. It's not going to be perfect, obviously, because the game is not perfect and I am not perfect. So there's going to be a little bit of a messiness to it, but I think we can launch with this and be okay with it. So let's go ahead and save and launch. And we'll try to launch into the correct inclination, which would be, I don't know, like 9 degrees, I think. Because we're right here. And like we're kind of online. I guess ideally we'd be, let's see, I guess we'd be right here for perfect. Maybe it's better if we wait, but I think we're good to launch 9 degrees to the north a little bit. We'll try it out. All right, everybody ready? Here we go. Let's pull everything out. All my favorite little windows. We want to go north about 9 degrees. Let's try it out. Here we go. We're taking off. Let's do this shit. Okay, so this is a lot sturdier than the previous one, which is good. Feel a little bit more, so we want to maybe get to like 99 degrees as we're going. Yeah, there we go. I don't remember the exact inclination, like I said, but once we're there, then it's trivial to get to Minmus. It's basically the same as going to the Mun. Olivia Munn, people, we're going to Olivia Munn. New movie starring Olivia Munn. Not to be confused with Olivia Wilde, who is a different person. I can bring it back a little bit. We're going a little bit too hard. Pulling the Gordy Falk and going a little too hard. We had a lot of Delta V to play with here. Probably a little bit too much. Actually, because we actually need less. We need more to get there, but we need a lot less to land. And I don't think we're even landing, so what's even the point? Okay, here we go. Little cross there for the fireworks. And we're good. Okay. So now we just stick it at 99 and bring it on down. Take it home, Jeb, or Val. We left Jeb at home. Okay, hold. Looking good, 99 degrees. Let's check our inclination is a 7.3 currently. We can maybe bring that up a bit. And we will then start checking our... Why are we going down, guys? Whoops, I fucked that up. My bad. I guess I pushed the wrong direction. Whoops. Oh well, we still got plenty of time to fix it. So we'll really like cram it here. We'll just loop it around to the other side. I should have gone for 81 degrees instead, I guess. That would have been correct. I thought I was pointing north. I guess I ended up pointing south or something. Doesn't make any sense to me. I wish I could like stage from here as well. That would be nice. Okay, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get, so go ahead and switch to prograde and just try to circularize now. We'll have to get the rest once we're in orbit. There we go. All right, time to get up now. Let's do it. Angle it a little bit more. A little more than that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. We may be losing altitude, guys. Could be a pro. Oh, no, there we go. We're bringing it back. Bringing it back, guys. It's fine. Now we do this part. See, look at that. This is our middle stage. This should have plenty to get us where we're going. We only need to get to what, 2,500 to be in orbit, technically. We'll be fine. We get out to 80, cut off the engine, and then coast a little bit higher before we start burning again. And again, landing on Minmus is way, way cheaper than landing on Mun. So honestly, we probably could have just used the exact same, but I like to have more Delta V, just to be safe, especially since we do need to change our inclination slightly by about 3 degrees once we're up there. But then it should be good. So you can see, if you can time it perfectly, and unfortunately vanilla KSP doesn't really have a way, you kind of got to eyeball it. But if you can line up the Mun's orbit with where it overlaps with Minmus's orbit, and that's where you launch from. So if we had launched from about here, I guess we could have done it. But we were a little bit over more. I didn't want to wait. Story of my life. There's a mod. Yeah, I know there's a mod for that. I'm just saying there's not in vanilla, so we can't use it. We got to eyeball it. You guys might be surprised to hear this, but I played the game before they added Delta V readouts, before maneuver nodes. Everything you did, you were eyeballing it. So yeah, I'm perfectly comfortable eyeballing pretty much everything. And it looks like we'll get into orbit here and get on a course to Minmus, but I think we will probably wrap it up. Now, don't forget, guys, I should introduce that as a challenge mode. What? I mean, that's basically how it was before. I had to eyeball everything. I had to calculate the Delta V myself if I wanted to. Otherwise, I just kind of hope that I had enough. There was definitely a couple times that I sat down and calculated the Delta V for each stage by hand. And by hand, I mean I used a calculator, but it wasn't just a nice readout for me. Everyone's like, oh, you should just get Kerbal Engineer Redux. It tells you the Delta V of each stage. I'm an accountant. Yeah, we don't. This is like calculus, though. We don't do that. I use Excel and do basic addition and multiplication, and sometimes end up with percentages. I don't do any math like myself at work. It's all done via the computer. Or a calculator, which is just a smaller computer. Now we're just waiting.
No, the waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos.
So anybody have any big plans for this weekend? Hopefully some of you will be joining me tomorrow for game day, Saturday afternoon. Be there, play some games. Everyone's invited. I should round off the hundredths of a cent and send it to my bank account. I don't.
Oh, brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Will you wait till mom finds out, buddy?
I don't have any control over that. And I believe in the movie they created a computer program that did that, which is also the plot of one of the Superman movies, apparently, that I've never seen. I've only seen the first Superman movie. It was cool up until he went backwards in time, and then I was like, I'm out. Superman 2, Mighty Stooge says. Okay, I was gonna say Superman 3, but I think that's the one that has Richard Pryor in it, or whoever. Wait, that's 2? Who's in Superman 3? What the heck? Who am I thinking of? That shows my knowledge of movies, especially Superman movies, of which there have only been like 4. Superman, Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman Returns, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. But if you want to say that's a Superman movie, kind of a team-up movie, and then you could say the same thing about Justice League. And depending on how you split out Justice League from Zack Snyder's Justice League, you could split that into 2 movies, but again, I would say that's not strictly a Superman movie. Speaking of Superman, Conan the Barbarian. Thoughts on Conan, the original Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger? I remember really liking it, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Does it still hold up? Holy shit, I'm right. We don't need an emote for that, but I can't believe it. I beat Mighty Stoosh at his own game. Yes, I win. His sword is too small and heavy. In Conan? What do you mean his sword is too small and heavy? It can't be both. Yeah. I guess I guess it is too small and heavy. I don't know. Is this one of those Mythbusters things? It's too heavy. He could barely lift it with both hands. Like the prop sword was too heavy? Conan was the frame today. Ah, oh, damn. I wish I would have done it. I don't do the frame. I let Emmy do the... Did you get it? I don't think Emmy's ever seen the original Conan. Or the newer one either. Not that anybody else has seen that. It also should have been way longer. So the sword was both too heavy and too small. What did they make it out of? Lead? Jeez. All right, let's go ahead and try to do this. So descending node means we need to go normal. The prop was solid aluminum, weighed like 20 kilograms, should have been about 5. Isn't aluminum less? Oh, they made it too thick, Rilip is saying. I was gonna say aluminum is lighter than steel, but if it's too thick, then yeah, I guess if it's the you know, it makes up for it in the density of the sword. Yeah, but it looks awesome though. Should have been... Hold on, you can't mix your units like that. It was 2 or 3 inches thick. It should have been 8 millimeters. How many inches is that? Or how many millimeters was it before? He's over here mixing freedom units and actual units. It's insanity. Yeah, so it's like, you know, a 3-mile drive and then you just go another couple kilometers and you're there. 8/25 of an inch. Oh God. It should have been 8 millimeters thick. It was 9. No, it was not 9 centimeters thick. 9 centimeters is like this much. There's no way it was that thick. I gotta see this prop sword now. There's no fucking way. It's like a brick. 8 centimeters. That's a huge difference. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Turn it around. Turn it around. Other way. Other way. I wish you could like rotate the nav ball so you could see where things are, and then it would like snap back to where you're actually aiming. That would be really useful. Oh well, there's a mod for that. No fucking mod for that. I'm the only person who would ever want that. There's no mod for looking at the nav ball. Okay, so we're gonna look at this fucking Conan sword and then we're gonna go to bed because it's late and we're all very tired. And I have a busy day tomorrow of playing Stationeers and actually having a good time. So let's get our orbits lined up so next Friday we can go straight to Minmus with no delays. All right, close enough. So Val, you're just gonna have to chill in orbit for a bit. I don't see anything we can do other than fly by Minmus. All right, back to the Space Center. Let's see, let's more coding. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna be doing too much more coding, but I am gonna be moving a lot of stuff around because I had some ideas for the power control center. I was thinking of having like an override switch that could turn on the coal gen if I want to. And it also have lights that'll tell me whether the coal generator is currently running and some other stuff. So, you know, I was thinking of having like some controls in there since it's a power control center. Might as well put some in there. You'll see Mighty Stu. She'll be excited about it. All right, so let's get it. We're done. We're out of here. Okay, let me find this Conan sword. Conan sword. Too big. Why are the Conan swords so heavy? SBG sword buyer's guide forums. Hold on, this isn't the fucking... I want the prop sword. Prop sword too big. Do you have a link to this? Oh yeah, we're gonna have okay, I guess those kind of lights, but also like lights to be able to see thing. I gotta see like what 9 centimeters looks like. That's 3.5 inches. I need to see something that's 9 centimeters. Emmy, get the tape measure. I need the tape measure. Emmy's got tape measure. She'll hear me eventually and get it. Source, trust me, bro. No, I refuse. Because, like, this is 8 centimeters. You can't have a sword that's this fucking thick. Oh, no, Missy's here. Oh, no. Missy, no. Oh, we were almost done. Welcome, Missy. We're talking about the Conan the Barbarian sword. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be going a little bit longer because Emmy's supposed to be getting me a tape measure here. No, don't worry. The base of the blade is literally bigger than from one side of his hand to the other. Okay, let me find a picture. Conan the Barbarian with sword. I think we might be talking about the thickness in a different way, Rilip. Here's okay, I found a picture. I'm gonna get the picture and I'm gonna put it on the stream so you can see it, all right? All right, here we go. Emmy's got the tape measure. 9 centimeters. This is just in inches. Fuck. Does it not have centimeters? Okay, whatever. We know. So 3 inches, right? You're telling me the sword. I'm holding the sword, and it's 3.5 inches thick. I wish I had a sword. I don't have a sword. I'm not that kind of nerd. So 3.5 inches, right? This is 3.5 inches from the bottom to the tip here. I don't have anything that's sword-like to swing around. I have an umbrella, I guess. So Rilip, when you say it's thick, because when I have a sword, right? Here's the blade. There's a blade on either side of my hand. When you say thickness, I think it's 3.5 inches thick like this. Are you saying it's across? Too thick? The thickness near the hilt? I mean, even looking at it, it's not that thick. It looks like a regular fucking sword. Okay, let me find another picture. I can't believe we're talking about this. Is there a picture where it shows how thick it is? They're all like, none of them are like side on. They're all from like a, here we go. Maybe this one is a little bit better. I think you're talking about the width. Oh wait, here we go. This is perfect. This is a perfect picture. Oh, this is a good picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger too, actually. Let's get him up on the screen, people. Let's get him up. Oh, damn it. I just need the picture. Google, give me the picture. Stop fucking with me. Okay, there we go. We got it. It's a WebP. It's not a WebP. It's fine. Yeah, we barely need to see me. Okay, so we transition. So you're telling me that from, because this is side on now, and I wish that I could show this somehow without, I can't show my mouse, right? So he's got the sword, right? It's like this. You're saying that this is the thickness. The thickness is from here to here. That is not 3.5 inches. If you're talking about across the blade, like this, that might be 3.5 inches. From left to right in this picture. No! You're fucking wrong. I mean, it might be too thick, but it sure as hell is not 9 centimeters thick. You definitely don't want a sword. That's more like a club than a sword. All right, hold on. And I cannot find an article about this at all, which is really annoying, because that would really help. He's holding the blade the wrong way. I know, because I wanted to get a picture of him holding it flat so we could see the blade. Even the hilt isn't 9 cent. That's what I'm saying. Like, Rilip is just wrong. Missy says don't wipe front to back, especially if too thick. I think you're mixing your metaphors, Missy. Although obviously you should not wipe front to back, of course. If you are, if that's a risk, that's a risky move for you. We're talking about thick and wide in 2 different frames of reference. Thickness is like from the bottom of the sword in this picture. Ah, fuck, we can't do this. It's not gonna work. Rilip is working for Crom. Yeah, Rilip is definitely working for Crom. Or, again, I guess against Conan in general. Let me just find a picture of a sword so we... Let me look at sword dimensions. And we can just talk about this. No, I don't. I want all the dimensions. Here we go. How to measure a sword. Overall length. No, this doesn't have thickness. Why does nothing have thickness? I feel like I'm going nuts here. Everything just has length. Nothing has anything. Take sword dimensions for 400, Alex. Yeah. What is Conan the Barbarian? Higher hilt length, width of blade at crossguard. Length of fuller, pommel length / diameter, handle length, quillon width. What the fuck is a quillon? Oh my god. I'm trying to, I'm on Google like furiously doing something and I cannot find anything that tells me what I want to know. Sword thickness. Ah, here we go. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I found it. This is exactly the picture we needed. Holy crap. Why did that take so long?
They broke in upon me and found
the quillon
me doing
is the
an
crossguard.
unholy
Oh,
thing.
duh, how stupid. I'm gonna have nightmares about swords. I have nightmares about Rilip trying to trick me about swords. How about that? Wait a minute, why can't I open this image? No, don't save image as. Oh, come on. Open image in new tab. There we go. Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna bring this up in a web thing too, just so we can more easily look at it. Get out of here, Conan. Go, be gone. Go. You too, buddy. Both of you guys, get out of here. Okay, my face is in the way. Let me move myself. Oh no, what is happening? What am I moving? I'm moving the wrong piece of me. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. He's gone now. Okay, so thickness. I guess it doesn't tell you, but so here's the handle. Here's the blade. No, there is no way that the thickness of the blade is this much. That is a fucking brick. All right. If you say the width is too big and it's just too big of a sword in general, sure, I guess. Why not? What were we talking about? Thickness. No, it's not 50. No, for fuck's sake. That's not what it's saying. It's saying blade thickness at 50 centimeters from the tip. 10 centimeters, 50 centimeters. The max blade thickness is down here at the bottom. Maybe there's more on this website. It seems to be explaining how swords work. It's called Swords DB Lexicon. Visit this website. Data organization and terminology. Oh God. Okay, here we go. I got something. Here we go. Check it. Max thickness of a blade 0.80 centimeters, so 8 millimeters, which you were right about, Rilip. And then oh, good night, Missy. Thanks for the raid. Sorry, we're talking about swords. I swear this doesn't usually happen. Width at 10 centimeters, 54 millimeters. Oh, sorry. Thickness is what we're looking for. 35 millimeters. Thickness at 50 centimeters, 54 millimeters. Terms: straight sword, straight blade. How is a sword different than a blade? They look the same. Curved blade, scabbards, curvature. Ooh. Look at the curve. Everybody likes the curves, right? Okay, anyway, so the sword was too heavy, but it wasn't because it was too thick. It was just too big in general. It's a big prop sword, and they didn't. I don't know. They wanted something that looked cool on screen, but wasn't necessarily practical. That's the point Rilip was trying to get across. Let's not give him a hard time. Let's all just forget this ever happened, and we'll all go to bed, and I will see if anybody is available to raid this evening. All right, I'll send you guys on to somebody else. Who do we got? Who is streaming tonight? No, nobody is streaming. Oh God. Okay, maybe somebody's playing Stationeers or something. Let me look. I'd hate to raid some random person that we don't know. No, no one is streaming. Well, I mean, lots of people are streaming, but nobody that I follow is streaming, unfortunately. Ice King says raid a total asshole. I mean, we could. Okay, we will raid this person, I think. They're playing Stationeers, so we can at least pop in and see what's going on. So, thanks everybody for enjoying the KSP. We're gonna go find out if this person is cool. If they're not, oh well, sorry. Anyway, I will see you guys on Monday with more Stationeers, and then you guys heard the schedule: Satisfactory, Phasmophobia, etc., etc. Have a great weekend. Have a great night. I will see ya.